Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. It is that time again. Howdy. Hello. How are we all doing today? Hello. It's so good to see you guys. Hello. Hi, Les. Hi, Caddy. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. And Amin, welcome in, Caddy. How are y'all doing today? So good to see you. I see you were first military. Thank you for the support, Reaper. So good to see you this morning. Hello. How are you doing? Gamer God Bling, welcome. How's it going? RJ doing good today. How about you? I woke up not too long ago, so it's still the morning here. Axia, good morning. Yo, we got the alerts working again. Thanks. Now I can exactly see who's throwing stuff at me. Hi guys. Hi Ollie. Good to see you this morning. How are you doing today? Hello. So great to see you. Hi. Guys, Ollie hosts a VTuber podcast. I'll be on, I believe it's next weekend, if I am thinking of the calendar correctly. Let me see. Not this weekend, but the weekend after that. So I'm excited to share with you guys. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna have a grand old time. I don't know actually if the podcast is on Spotify. Ali, is it on Spotify or is it just YouTube? It's a good question. Hi, Mr. King. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hello. Now I can throw all this stuff at you. You can. Congrats. Hi, William Vargas. How are you doing today? The Captain Panda. Welcome in. Thank you for the save your work, even though I have no work currently up. Hi, Chris. How's it going? Hello. Hi. This is a Cozy Vibes stream. So please come in here with respect. I'm speaking to people on YouTube. Give me a second, guys. Gotta do a little bit of moderation over there. Hold on. Oh no. Oh, it got blocked on YouTube, but it didn't get blocked in my Restream chat. Huh, that's weird. Okay, whatever. Yeah, just bored. Well, I hope that you can find some good vibes today. Astro, welcome in. Lana Rose, hello. Nice to see you. William Vargas, welcome back. Kennedy, hi. How are y'all doing today? Welcome in. So guys, today, hold on, let me move myself over slightly. Today, we are actually going to be doing a workshop, a live workshop. It's going to be a free workshop on how to grow on Twitter/X. Also, okay, yeah. So, oh, Luna, thank you so much for the follow over on TikTok. Hi, Stephen Oliver. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hello. Good morning, hipster. How are you doing today? It's so good to see you. Sleepy got an audiology. Oh, what's an audiology appointment? I never heard of that before. No problem. Yeah, so I'm really excited. It's going to be fun. Atomic, thank you for the live share. Yeah, so my goal today is to show you how to take practical steps for how to grow on X and Twitter. We're going to actually be doing things together because I think a lot of us get in the habit of watching informative content of like how to grow on this platform or that platform, but then we never take actual action. So I want to take action with you guys today. We're going to actually be doing the thing, okay? I have a list, a little agenda of what we're going to be going over today, which I will share with you guys. I'm very excited. It's going to be fun. And also, if you're wondering, like, why should I listen to Saya? I have been creating content, guys, for almost 10 years. Almost 10 years, 9 years. Although I didn't get really consistent about it until, like, 2021 when VTubing came around. Yo, Hyacinth! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Eternal Gems. You're now a magical celestial wolf girl, and I hope you enjoy your stay on the Sapphire Star. Yeah, so I've been streaming for a very long time. I have over 10K followers on Twitch. I think my peak was around like 50 concurrent viewers back when I was really growing on YouTube. And I have about 32,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. And I work full-time at a VR company on their global marketing team. So I've learned quite a lot over there. I've started multiple accounts that I've grown from zero. I've grown and brought accounts back from the dead at companies. So yeah, and our YouTube channel over on Vive has 90,000 subscribers. And on Instagram, we have over 90,000 followers. I think the TikToks are around like 30 to 40. I don't contribute a ton to the TikTok, but my two platforms that I am probably the strongest at is, I would say, YouTube for sure. YouTube's always kind of been my bread and butter. And I guess Twitch, like, I feel like I'm a decent live streamer. But mostly YouTube and Instagram. I actually was never really that good at Instagram, guys, until like going to the company that I work full time at. That's like I really started to thrive on Instagram. I really started to understand it a bit better. And then lately, I think I've been starting to understand X/Twitter a little bit better. So that's why we're doing this little workshop, because I feel like it's been a platform that's been helping me personally grow a lot lately. So I wanted to capitalize on that. So I'm excited. It's going to be really fun. That's some of the experience that I have. I've been working full-time in content creation for almost 4 years. And I've contributed to multiple accounts, doing both analytics, like diving into analytics and analyzing them. Oh, and another thing, a few years before I started working full time, I did stream coaching. There was a group, it doesn't exist anymore, but it's called Stream Coach Academy, and I was one of the coaches there. So I've coached and done tons of one-on-one coaching for creators of all kinds, not just VTubers, gamers, people who are doing like cozy cooking channels, all different types of niches and such. So I did one-on-one coaching and group coaching as well. But yeah, thank you. Welcome in, Sneak. Hi, Snowfall. How are you doing? Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. Would you think it'll be, or do you think YouTube and Insta workshops will be in the future? I would love to. Today is kind of a testing this out. Yo, girl, I'm all about YouTube and I love Instagram as well. I would love to do some in the future. So if you guys enjoy this, we will definitely be doing them in the future. Just a heads up, guys, as well, all the chatters over on Twitch. I'm going to be turning this into a YouTube video, so know that your comments have a chance to be on a YouTube video as well. Because I don't know if any of y'all, has anybody here watched Ludwig's recent video? He just released a video about how to grow as a Twitch streamer. I think it's called like Get Ahead of 99% of Streamers. And something he talked about, which I used to do, I didn't do it as much these days, but was making YouTube videos while you're streaming and making the most of that time and planning your stream. So that's what I'm trying this week. I'm taking his advice and we're taking action, not just listening, right? We're taking action, because you can only consume so much more advice before you need to actually try and do something and work on it. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome in. Yes, Ollie. Hi to YouTube. Thank you. Divinity, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, Hendog, maybe I really appreciate the roses on TikTok. Hi, Miku. Hi, Pilk. How are you guys doing today? It's so great to have you here. Welcome on in. Yes, he took notes. Amazing. I haven't finished it yet. I'm watching it in little bite-sized chunks and slowly working through it. Okay, so that's awesome. Hyacinth, if you don't mind sharing with us in the chat, did you write down your goals for how you'd like to grow on Twitch? I'd love to see them if you could type them out in the chat. And if anybody else wants to grow them, we are doing a Twitter workshop today, but you could also talk about like growing on Twitch and YouTube. Like I said, we're all about it here, all the socials. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. I obviously hug so tight. Wait, did I miss the hug? 90? Oh wait, okay, no. Sneak was saying 90%. Chaotic hug Saya. 1%. It was like a feather hit me. I didn't even feel it. Oh my gosh, he destroyed the scale and went over the integer cap. Yo, bro, I know. I almost died. I think you broke my spine. Statistically, you're already headed 99% of streamers this moment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, which was cool. Yeah, he talked about if you have an average viewership of 20 viewers or higher, you're already in the top 1% at Twitch. So guys, like, let's just take a moment. I know this is a Twitter workshop we're going to be doing today, but let's just take a moment to think about how if you have an average of 20 viewers, you're already in the top 1% at Twitch. That's insane. And you should be so proud of yourself. I know a lot of us want to grow and push ourselves further, but like, that is freaking sick. Like, the top 1% already, you've already like done so much. And anything beyond that is going to be such a huge like bonus and something that's really cool. Also, Voodoo, thank you for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate it. Hello. Oh, thank you, Voodoo. That's really nice of you. How is your day going today? Pilk, thank you for the follow in the Purple Fox. Yuri, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Hold on. I was about to burp, but it decided it was going to run away. Okay. Can I share the song with, oh, what kind of song? What kind of song, RJ? Thank you for the lurk, Ollie. One of my goals is getting into that 1%. That's awesome, Snowfall. That's super achievable. That's very achievable. Hi, V-Rex. Welcome in. It's so good to see you today. How are you doing? I'm not sure if I will release it in India, but my parents said if it does, we'll go watch it. Oh, you're watching. Wait, what are you watching in India, White Lily? Also, welcome in. How's your day going? Oh, for Cat's Eye. You know, yes, I love Cat's Eye. Did you hear their new single? Animal was so good, and I loved the music video. Watch Wild Hearts. I get to see Manon. Oh, amazing. Wait, so did more info come out on Manon Wild Hearts? Is she in a group called Wild Hearts? Question mark. Yeah, dude, I miss Manon so much. I haven't gone to bed yet, but I'm doing okay. Well, I hope when you do go to sleep that you get some wonderful rest. How was the rest of your stream yesterday, by the way, VRX? I was lurking for a little bit, and then I had to head to sleepy sleep. I also got my new book. I read Romanticize, and I'm reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's my favorite. I just started the 3rd book. Oh my god, dude, the 3rd book is a monster. It's a monster book. And it's so many pages. I don't stream much at all or even consider it a main thing for me, but can gather a decent audience for which I'm very grateful, which is awesome. Yeah. Like, if you have a YouTube channel and you go live, you're likely gonna have people that show up. And that's a reason why creating content outside of Twitch is, like, invaluable. And you hear this a lot from a lot of people, but it's super, super important and it is super true. Yes, I did. I want to get... Ooh, okay, here's Hyacinth... Oh my... Hyacinth's goals. Hyacinth says, I want to get to that 1% by the end of the year. I want to clip something every stream and stream 3 times a week. Those are some great goals. You have a mix of things that are in your control, and you have a goal too out there that might not necessarily be 100% in your control, like hitting that 1%, because you can't force people to watch you, right? But you have 2 solid goals that you absolutely can control, and then it's good to dream big and have that, like, oh, this is what I want to hit, even though I can't force people to watch my stream or something like that, right? So I think those are really great goals, and I'm very excited for you. That's awesome. And where are you planning on posting your clips, if you don't mind me asking? And 3 times a week is great. I recommend next, if you haven't done it already, like he talked about, creating a stream schedule. Oh my god, it is so helpful. It is so, so helpful. It's called Bunny Funk. Oh, is that the name of the song, RJ? Hi, Forrest. Welcome in. Hi, Mugen. How are you doing today? Hold up a Minecraft torch and joking protest, but I'm gonna say instead, it wasn't there supposed to be karaoke this week? Oh, Mugen, I was gonna tell you about that. I haven't been adding in karaoke yet, because honestly, like, one of my goals this week was I really, really wanted to try some, like, planned, like, different types of streams, but I would like to do karaoke again. I just don't know. Perhaps maybe next week. I don't want to make a promise, though, because I was going to do it this week, and then I ended up not, so I need to build up my karaoke list a little bit more. But Mugen, I swear, on the first karaoke stream, your requests will be some of the first ones that I hit. Absolutely. You just remind me, and thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. The schedule's a must for me. Same here, right? Some people absolutely need it. No doubt. No doubt. It helps me a lot too, especially with having a busy life. If you have like kids and or if you're a parent, or if you just have a busy life and a full-time job, yo, we need this. We absolutely need this. I am an icon. Yes, I love Cat's Eye. I really wanted to go see them live this year. But I don't know if it's going to happen because I've already traveled so much this year, and I'm going to Europe at the end of the year as well. So I think I need a little break from traveling because they're not doing a concert in the state that I live in. They're doing a tour right now, but they're not doing a concert in my state. I'm like, no. And I want to like ball out on the tickets. I want to sit like as close as I can. I'm going to ball out. That's my plan. Let me get some water, guys. Make sure you hydrate. Damn one. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Also, welcome in, Jesus. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I post on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. I'm still unsure of the frequency of platforms since every day would be too crazy. Yeah, and for some people, it's not realistic, and that's fine. Don't beat yourself up if somebody's like, oh, you need to post every day, but you can't. If you have some type of consistency, even if it's one post per week, every Tuesday or something, that's awesome. Like, that's still consistency. And you can build and go up from there. So that's no problem. Yeah. And I'm still sure of the frequency of platforms. I think for me right now, oops, I don't know why my tracking just died. Hold on, guys. That's so weird. What just happened? Hold on, let me restart my VTube studio. Hold on. Tracking died. Come back. That's so strange. Okay, there we go. We're back. I guess the app just froze. Hi, Jesus. Hi, Hockey. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm doing good today, damn. How are you? We're just going to be doing a how to grow as a content creator workshop. We're specifically focusing on X today, but we all are chatting a little bit of other platforms before we dive into the actual workshop portion. Yeah, I love Cat's Eye too. Their music's so good. There's some songs where I didn't really like them at first, like Pinky Up, but then it really grew on me. Like, I love Pinky Up now. But yeah, okay, so what I was gonna say, schedules for keeping your life turning into a disaster, I hear that for sure. I recommend that you also get on, you said TikTok and Instagram. Oh yeah, you said YouTube. I know this sounds kind of insane, okay? I know a lot of us, if you're like of a younger generation, I'm of a little bit of a younger generation. I'll be very transparent with you guys. I'm 26 years old. I don't really care. Like, I don't really give a fuck about Facebook. I'll be honest with you. I just don't, okay? But Facebook, guys, Facebook Reels, you have to start a page. And also, if you're posting your content to TikTok already and you're posting your content to Instagram, you're already making those shorts, start a fucking Facebook page, okay? I'm serious. You got to start a Facebook page and then start posting your Reels there as well. I've gotten some people from, now, I don't know if people necessarily came to my live stream yet, if there's any conversion, but we got to get, listen, guys, top 1%, 20 average viewers, we got to get every chance we can, all right? There's so many creators out there. We got to get every chance we can. Facebook, yes. Post on Facebook Reels, 100%. I know it sounds insane, and I like avoided it for a while. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm getting like not a lot of views, but my page literally started growing, guys. I'm not playing with you. I started it like, I know these are small numbers, but this counts. Every metric counts, okay? So I started my page at like 23 like followers, which I think was like all family members probably. And like, I think I've been posting on there for like a few weeks now, and I'm at like 44 followers on my page. Okay, that's like, we double our growth. We double our growth. Let's go. That's amazing. We take all the wins we can get, even if it's small numbers. Welcome in, 𝐂𝐤𝐞𝐬. Nice, nice. You got a few years on me. Do you care about Facebook? Do you play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite. No, I'm not a Fortniter. I do like battle royales, but I never really got into Fortnite. How about you? Hey Zeus, who's your main in Fortnite? Fellow 2000s, baby. I'm actually 1999, okay, before the 2000s, so actually I'm cooler than you. I'm just kidding. I just like to flex that I was still in the 1990s, all right? 1999, sweet spot. As someone who used to do 5 days a week at 8 hours, yeah, don't feel like you have to do that. For whatever doesn't drain you. And don't forget that just because you aren't live doesn't mean you're not working. Yeah, no, literally, Vurex, that's a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Literally, like, it is so important to do stuff outside of stream and actually, in my opinion, not go live every day for 8 hours unless you're doing like an insane push and you like are starting to bring in like a lot of people on your Twitch streams, which is fine because you're gonna have seasons and moments of that. But back when I did streaming full time before I got my marketing job that I currently have, I streamed like 6 to 8 hours a day as well, pretty much 7 days a week. And I actually regret that I did that, like, slightly. I have slight regrets about it and wish I spent more of my time into YouTube and shorts and all that stuff. So it's like, the time outside of your platform, honestly, the time outside of live streaming is arguably some of the most valuable time you'll have as a creator, which is very ironic. You wouldn't think that, but 100%. Yeah, so at 26, yeah, I think I started streaming when I was like, well, I started streaming more actively when I was like 17, I think. I literally did like 2 streams when I was like 14. Don't tell anybody. This was so long ago, guys. The Twitch was in the early days and I would just like play League of Legends and just like turn on a live stream. That was so bad. That was so bad. But like I didn't actually start streaming really until like my junior year of high school. And that's when I was in like my AP art class and I was streaming art. So I was like working on my portfolio for college and I'd be like sharing what I was working on. In my justification, I was like, well, you know, if nobody shows up, at least I'm getting better at arts. That was like my thing for it. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing today? Hot take, sun chip. Ooh, what kind of sun chips, though? What kind of sun chips? You're 98. Nice. That's hype. So cool. Thank you, Jesus, for the follow, by the way, on TikTok. And 𝐂𝐤𝐞𝐬, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate your support. You're now magical celestial wolf girl, and I hope you enjoy your stay on the Sapphire Star. Solo, no! It's so good to see you. How are you doing today? Okay, guys, we're about to hop into the workshop here. I wanted to spend a little time chatting with y'all. And also, Reaper, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot. Military Lover, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I'm just checking our streaks right now. Because I don't always get an alert about that. So, okay, nice. I've been considering doing Zelda randomizers, but don't know if there's much audience for it. What's a Zelda randomizer, actually? I've never heard of that. Like, is it kind of like Pokemon Nuzlocke type thing? Thank you, 𝐂𝐤𝐞𝐬. I really appreciate it. This model was made by Suika. Here are my credits. Whoops, hold on. Let me get the new command of their credits. I didn't put the yes. Okay. They're adding Classic League for us boomers. They are! Wait, old Soraka? Hold on, sorry if I just blew out anybody's eardrums. My mic was a little loud. Oh my god, are you serious? Are we getting Classic OG Soraka? Also, welcome in. How are you doing, Starfunk? So good to see you. My area regularly gets skipped over on tours. No! Yeah, mine sometimes does too. It's very niche that people will actually like come to my... or come to my state. Yeah, it's so sad. And I'm like, dude, it's a beautiful state. Y'all need to show up. Y'all need to roll up. There's some cool freaking venues here. The first few times I streamed art, it's kind of just because I wanted a co-working vibe, and that's totally fine. If you go in with that mentality and that's like the vibe you're going for, that's great. Not all of us need to like reach for the stars and plan every stream to be perfect. You don't need to do that. But if you're trying to grow, you're going to have to take actions and like do things that you wouldn't normally do if you've been trying one thing for a while. And it's going to be different for everybody, right? So, old Sirocco, old Targold, oh my god. Yes, let's go with Starbucks. I am so down. I am literally so down. That would be really fun. The first few things I streamed, oh yeah, I read this. Yeah, take the items and link to past and shuffle them and puzzle and solve the puzzle. That's cool. Well, you should totally try it. Sometimes you don't know if there's an audience. Maybe you create the audience, right? Maybe that's something people are interested in, but they haven't seen yet. Oh, it shows starting soon. Oh my god, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I am so sorry about that. I'm still getting used to streaming on having an extra vertical stream as well. I'm so sorry, Jesus. Thank you for letting me know. Oh my god. Yep, I'm a professional. I'm still getting used to it. I do multi-streaming, but I just added vertical streams. I used to do like horizontal, so I have to control both the horizontal stream and the vertical stream. Thank you. Oh my god, that's so awkward. LOLXD. Anyways, all right, let's get started with our workshop, guys. I'm gonna move my OBS screen over to the left over here. Okay, so we're going to this can be fun, guys. I'm excited. All right, so let me switch our screens. I'm gonna make sure I switch on TikTok as well. Also, hold on, I think we're on the wrong. We're just looking at my dashboard. I have to fix. Let me exit this out. And let me, hold on, we're gonna open my dashboard again for a sec, and I just need to switch our display capture because I'm using a different screen today than I normally do, so this can be the main focus. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is our plan today, guys. We are, and also, hold on, I think my ears are cutting off slightly, so I'm gonna move myself a little bit more down. Give me a moment. I'm gonna unlock this. Let's move down slightly. I think this should be good. Okay, perfect. Yes, that will work. Scuff is an essential part of being a VTuber. It is, as a streamer in general, too. There's so much random scuff that'll happen. Absolutely. Okay, so our goals today, Gems, are we're going to work on 7 scheduled posts. We're going to analyze posts that are doing well and then create posts. So if you already have made posts, you'll be able to analyze from those, but you can also look at posts that other people have already created that are doing well. Number 2, we're going to interact with 10 posts that we actually really like. We're not just hearting everything, okay? And then we're going to follow 3 new people. All right, and we're gonna go into analytics, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I've learned on Twitter. So this is our breakdown. I'm using Notion here. If you want a note-taking app, I love Notion. Hashtag not sponsored. Let me hide my menu again too, by the way. Oh my god, dude, there's so much. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Notion. I highly recommend it. You can download like a desktop version. You can just use it in web browser. There's lots of note-taking apps, but I really like Notion, and it's free. To be able to just like fill all this stuff out. So it's amazing. I have like a whole, this is my YouTube section. I have a content creation section. I have things built out for each like different platform. And yeah, I do a lot of note taking when I watch educational videos and stuff. So let's just go back into Twitter. I still have it called Twitter, hashtag throwback. And we're gonna be doing a little bit of a reflection first. So what I'm gonna do is look at my analytics. Now you won't be able to look at your analytics unless you have X Premium. Now let's talk about, is X Premium worth it? I've done a little bit of research and people say like, oh yeah, you get a little bit more reach. I think it's like a few bucks a month for X Premium. You get the verified checkmark, which allows you to appear like earlier in people's comments. Say you comment on like a really big VTuber's post and you say something like cool or like meaningful, you have a chance of appearing more as like the first more valuable content. So there is some value to that, I will say. I'm going to tell you it's not necessary to get verified on X. The reason I'm doing it is just because I wanted to be able to look at my analytics. I wanted to get those extra perks and kind of do a test to see like how much does it matter. But do keep in mind, if you do get it, you have to your account needs to go through like a verification process like every single time you change your name, or like when you change stuff. I don't know if it's your profile picture too, but at least like when you change your name, because people used to do this thing where they would change their name to say like I'm live right now on Twitch, like in their username, but you can't really do that with your verified on X. So do keep that in mind, because I used to do that a lot, because when people are scrolling through their feed, they'll see in your name like, oh, they're live, and they might go check out your page or your content. So I'm live on Twitter right now though too, so I don't necessarily need to change my name since I'm multi-streaming on Twitter as well. Which, speaking of which, Twitter has really upped their game on live streaming, guys. Y'all can't see it super well, but here, let me move myself. Let me move myself and hide chat for a second. Okay, so the people who are live show up over here now, which is really cool. And it actually, like, the platform actually literally looks kind of like, it has like a Twitch chat section. Hold on, let me mute this. So they're kind of upping their live game, which is cool. So if you're asking yourself like if you should multi-stream and if you should include Twitter, I say yes, because people might not watch you on Twitter, but them seeing you live, they might come over to your Twitch page. So that's one good way to be able to grow utilizing Twitter. That's like a quick little tip off the bat for sure. Let me move myself back over. So that's a good one. Restreaming is a whole thing. I have a YouTube video on how to set up restreaming, or it's also called multi-streaming. I don't go into the full setup with Twitter and all that, but it gives you the basics. Let me hold on, let me get our chat back. Let me catch up with you guys really quick before we move forward. I have to go do things. No problem, Force. Have a good one. The scope management kills me. I know, right? Things can get out of hand so quickly. Not the main topic at hand. No worries, Rebecca, but do you not use Spout2 for VTS? You can avoid having all the VTS settings that way. I don't. Somebody was mentioning that to me. I have to get it. It's technically like a DLC of VTube Studio, right? Yeah, people have been recommending that to me, and I definitely need to get it. Yo, hello. Is that the Fret? Wait, the Fret? Oh no, the Tret Tro guy. How's your day going? Welcome in. Hello. It's not profiles too, just names and description, I think. Yeah, for sure. So like if you change your name, it's like, oh, it's gonna have to go through a verification process. So that's a whole thing. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna look at our analytics today. If you can't look at your analytics, that's okay. You can look at my screen and you can kind of learn along with me. So I'm just gonna select premium, and then I'm gonna go to analytics here, and this will show me. My Twitter's a little bit down right now because I did not post like the last 2 weeks, which is why. Well, I posted a little bit, but not as intentionally as I did like a few weeks before that. So if we go to like 4 weeks ago, I started to have some like really, really good like pop-off moments. Give me a second, guys, too. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. I think our screen is like a little... I have 2 different resolutions for my screen, so I just need to make sure this fits so you guys can actually see. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here we are with the Twitter analytics. And like I said, maybe like 4 weeks ago, I really started getting more active with posting, and you can see that a lot of things are up. So these are going to show like the specific days of when things are up. So typically when you're looking at your analytics, you want to go check out like what happened that day that made me grow, and how can I do that again? How can I do the same type of post? The phrase is success leaves clues, make part twos. If something did really well, yo, you best bet you better be milking that idea, okay? You bring that back. You try to do different variations of it because you already found something that worked good. Try to do it again if you can, if it's replicatable. Macho guy, and I'm doing all right. Nice. I'm so happy to hear that. Awesome. It's a plugin that's thankfully very easy to set up. Okay, cool. I will definitely check that out. I've been meaning to add it because I keep having my UI issues, so that would be super helpful, Rebecca. Thank you very much. All right, let me get another sip of water before we check out these days. Okay, so let's see what happened on July 2nd. That my impressions went insane. Okay, so I don't know. I'm still new to the analytics on Twitter as well. Like I said, Twitter's still one of my newer platforms that I'm growing. But let me see. If I open impressions, okay, I had over 113,000 impressions. I know exactly which post it was. Let me see if I can open it from here. July 2nd was right here. Posts. Let's see. Okay, we'll just go to profile. There might be a way. I gotta see with those analytics if there's a little bit of a better way to do it. But we'll scroll down. I know exactly what post it is, guys, and it's kind of unlucky though. Well, no, it's super lucky that this posted well, but it's unlucky because it was right before the July 4th, and I was like literally out of town. Because the real way to capitalize on this would have been live streaming right after this post started going viral. Because if it starts going viral, then people are more likely clicking on your profile, checking you out, and if this post is going viral and people see that red ring and they see that I'm live, they're probably going to stop by, right? So that's something that if you have a tweet go viral, here's lesson number 1, okay? If you have a tweet that starts going viral, capitalize it if you can. Even if you didn't have like a scheduled stream, if you can stream or do something even related to that tweet, potentially that would be super cool as well. That would be like an extra little thing that you can do. It seems that the principle would apply to analytics on other platforms too. Yes, absolutely. This applies to all analytics on every platform. But also, if you are a new VTuber, okay, if you're a new VTuber and you don't really have analytics, say you're like, oh guys, I have like 50 followers or like 100 followers, forget your analytics right now, okay? Forget about that. We're not even in that stage. So I'm going to address kind of like both stages. Like if you're a complete beginner, and I have an account that we'll actually look at, guys. If you're a complete beginner versus if you are somebody who's been doing this for a while or maybe have more followers. So this was a really lucky viral tweet for me. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't even know 100%. I didn't expect this to pop off at all. So one thing that I regularly do is I will post about my YouTube videos. Now, if you're going to post about your YouTube video, which you should be doing, if you made a short, you should be posting about it. If you made a long form on YouTube, you should be posting about it. Now, let's learn 2 rules. Rule number 1, if you're making a short, especially, do not post the link to the short. Actually upload the raw video file. Twitter does not like when you send people off the platform. Most social platforms don't like when you're sending people away from the platform, especially Twitter. So if you have short form videos like this, upload the raw video. If people want to check out your YouTube or your Twitch stream, they will figure it out. They will find you, but give them a positive interaction to stay within the platform because they're already within the Twitter mindset, or they're already within the TikTok mindset, or whatever platform they're currently viewing. So that's another tip for you. If you're uploading a short form video, which you should be reposting your videos to Twitter and X, and this goes to shout out to, let me see, oops, because you're a new member in the community. 𝐸𝐭𝐳𝐿𝐿𝐵, if you are making, I told you about Facebook Reels, start posting your shorts to Twitter or X as well. If you don't already have an account, make an account, okay? And start posting those there as well. But this tweet went really viral, which I was really lucky for, honestly. It had 25,000 views and 566 likes, and we had a little bit engagement. It wasn't like crazy engagement as far as comments and retweets go. So it's crazy because I made this video on YouTube. I'll show you guys the video. Technically linking YouTube videos is kind of risky too, but you can do it. So if you notice, what I actually did in this post is I posted a picture of the thumbnail to get people's attention. And I made a post for Twitter specifically. I talked in depth. So people didn't need to go watch this video to understand a little, like they would to understand more about this post, but they were able to relate and resonate it, which would make them want to go check out my channel. So let's just read this post really quickly. I said, if you've been around the 10 to 30 viewer range for a while and want to continue growing your community, I am with you. I've been streaming for 9 years and I'm finally ready to make the push. I made a YouTube video for you and me to take actionable steps to hit this goal. Here are 10 pieces of advice I am following to make a push for Twitch. For Twitch partner, I plan to dive even deeper and find more ways to grow and give you all actionable advice as I continue going along. I believe in you. If you're unsure whether to keep going, this is your sign. It's hard, but it is worth it. So this post in and of itself already gives value because it's resonating emotionally. You're resonating emotionally with people who are in a spot where they're like, dude, I've been growing, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. And if you wanted to push the value in this post even more, you could even give like the first 3 pieces of advice. Heck, you could even give all 10 pieces of advice in a written form, have the picture of your thumbnail, and also link out your YouTube video. Say, hey, if you want to hear more in depth, go watch my video, because maybe you just cover what the 10 tips are very briefly here, but then you actually have the video. Now, this post is a little bit longer than the average Twitter post because I do have premium, so that is another benefit of premium, is you can type as long of posts as you want, which I do see as an advantage because if the average user doesn't have Twitter premium, they're not able to post long posts like this, so you do kind of stand out because you have something that's a little bit different than like shorter posts, right? So I do think you can stand out a little bit in that way. So I do think this is cool. I posted the thumbnail, I linked the YouTube video, but notice I linked the video in a thread, which how you do that is when you're making a post, guys, you'll say like, hey, blah, 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 and then you click this plus button right here, and this adds another post. It connects like a little thread down here. And that's where I put the link, which is usually pretty helpful on Twitter as well. If you're going to put a link, try to add it into the thread and not like the main post, okay? So that's another piece of advice as well. But if I really wanted it, like what I should have done after this, but like I said, unfortunately, I was literally getting on a plane to go out of town for the 4th of July. And I'm like, fuck, man, why did this post pop off the moment I leave? Is I would post, I would do little chop ups of this and do the different tips. So I would literally take like tip number 1 and I would make that raw video file and I would upload that raw video file to Twitter and keep making posts about that. Maybe I do I do the first one, number 1. And then I do number 2, number 3, and I keep capitalizing on this post, right? Like you milk the idea because obviously people are interested in this, so we can keep trying to capitalize on it. So the whole point I'm trying to make right now is if you have a post that does go viral, try to capitalize on it. Try to do live stream around the topic if you can. That's what I would have done if I was here, but I was unable to. I was out of town, and spending time with family, quality time with family, which is important. And then post raw video files if you can. Like capitalize on it, post raw video files, make part 2s of this, try to recreate the success. That's what we're learning from this viral post, and that's what we're learning from our analytics, right? And now we also know, so I realize, okay, people are really liking these resonating emotional posts. This is only one post, but I had an idea of it. So then my next post, you can see, didn't do nearly as well, but this is still really good. Right, this is still great. 187 likes, 7.K views. I basically was answering comments on this viral post, and then I turned my comments into posts. You already doing the work for yourself because I was resonating. I was talking to people that have real problems, okay? They're people that have real problems that are like, hey, I've been stuck in this range too. Like they're talking about something that they've been struggling with. Turn that into a post idea. Now you have people literally giving you ideas of what they're struggling with and pain points that you can relieve. And that's one of your jobs and one of your things you can do if you're like an educator, creator, or if you're a creator and you're trying to relieve by making things funny or making light of a situation. Like, how are you relieving a specific pain point that somebody is currently facing in the community, and how do you capitalize on that more? Let me catch up. I'm going on my little TED Talk tangent. Let me catch up with chat really quick. Yes, we are 18 plus stream now. Honestly, it's to keep everybody safe. I was debating about this. I used to be a family friendly streamer. We don't have any like crazy things here. I do cuss every once in a while, and there might be like sexual things that slightly come up, especially while we're scrolling Twitter. Like you never know what you're gonna run into. Okay, TBH. But yeah, it's just for the safety of the community, to be honest with you. So yes, this is an 18 plus stream. Yo, yeah. Hyacinth, I hope this is super valuable. Been super valuable. Cool. How are you guys doing? Is anybody learning something new right now? Like, is there anything that you've been taking away already so far? I hope this has been really valuable for you guys. I really enjoy talking about these things. They're really fun. It's one of my passions. So hopefully it's been super valuable. But yeah, let me know in the chat. And Travis, thank you so much for the heart. Really appreciate it. Ghost, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. You have a notebook on your desk taking notes right now. Let's go, Major Meanie. I'm so proud of you. Awesome. And we're going to be taking actual action today. Who here who is participating has a Twitter account? Say, I have a Twitter account in the chat. Or you can just say yes, too. That's fine. Either or. Because I'd love to see who has a Twitter account who can work on this with us, or work on this with us today. Words. Hi, William. How are you doing today? I'm writing lots down at work. Nice. Let's go. Okay. I'm so happy to hear that, guys. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, let me just talk to you guys about this post. So like I said, I took a comment and I turned it into a post, and I was out of town. I was like, bro, oh my God, why is this tweet going viral? I'm trying to focus. I wanted to be not on my phone at all this weekend, but you know, when the time happens, is sometimes virality will strike you, and you got to strike while the iron's hot. Okay. You never know when it will happen. So I made this post, which is, I'll read it out to you guys. VTubers, this is your sign to start making short form content. I promise you there are tools out there to make it happen. There are free guides everywhere on how to edit videos. This is because people are saying like, oh, I want to start short form, but I'm not really sure how to do it. And I was literally linking people guides on YouTube, like, this is how you can do it. Did I say you shouldn't be linking out too much on Twitter? Yes, but in the comments, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to link it out. We'll just see how it goes, okay? Sometimes you can purposefully ignore the rules that you set for yourself too, but also like try to follow best practices. But sometimes you won't follow them because you're testing something out. That's totally fine, dude. We're all in this game. Social media is fucking crazy. We don't know. Like, you can come to some conclusions, but it changes that all the time. And sometimes you're just going to try something to see if it works, right? Even an X account too? Nice. Okay. 18 plus. Yeah, we're labeling 18 plus, guys, just to keep everybody safe, because I will swear occasionally. And like I said, we're on X right now. Sometimes weird things will show up on the timeline. Can't always control that. And I just want to make this like in a more of an adult space moving forward. I think it was mainly my decision. So hopefully everybody's okay with that. And the people who aren't supposed to be here will skedaddle on out. I have a Twitter account. I don't know I could live on it. Yeah, you can go live on Twitter. They're actually really updating the features. So yeah, like I multi-stream and I'm also live on Twitter, which is super cool. I think the most viral Twitter post was about Captain Crunch maple syrup. It can be anything, and I'll show you guys another post that literally went viral for me too. That was so random. Exactly, Rebecca. I'm so glad you said that because that's so true. So yeah, this one was just, and I was trying to create conversation. If you still feel blocked after reading this tweet, because I notice a lot of people in the community can sometimes. And this goes for every hobby, okay? This is not just content creation and streaming. We give ourselves all kinds of reasons to block ourselves. So I was inviting conversation here saying, like, if you still feel blocked after reading this tweet, tell me in the comments what's stopping you. Let's figure it out. People are going to tell me, I'm going to have a conversation with them. We're building relationships, number one. Number two, can turn into more ideas for types of content I can make later, okay? And the cool part about this, guys, is when you do content like this, you're making real connections with real people, and they're going to be interested and want to come check out and see what you're up to, and you're going to probably want to go check out and see what they're up to. I've made some Twitch friends and Twitch streamers that I watch on Twitch now, like all the time. So it's really cool. You can like build these relationships. It's on Twitter. It truly is about relationship building and establishing those connections with people so that they do want to come check you out, and then you can check them out and support each other, right? That's really how I see it. Hi, Cauliflower. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. It's so good to have you here. Okay, so now we looked at an example at viral tweets. We're looking at our analytics. I'm showing you guys viral tweets because the first thing we're doing is we're analyzing what did well. So let me just go back to my notes here, and I'm going to make a note. We're studying our analytics. What is some things that we just learned right now? Well, we just learned that advice posts can be really helpful. And that's cool because that's one of my pillars, which is something else that you should consider, is coming up with your content value pillars. What kind of value are you adding through your content? You really want to get specific about this. For me, my main value adds is inspiration, education, and making people laugh, comedy. Okay, those are my 3 golden pillars that I try to lean into. And when I'm planning content, I try to hit sometimes all 3, sometimes one or the other, sometimes 2. That's usually the goal. So this is perfect for me. Advice post, I'm an educator. That's awesome. That's exactly down the route of what is working really well for me. So we learned that advice posts can be helpful. And then we learned that turning comments and pain points from your people in your community into content is awesome, is great. And if you're going to actually turn their work, like their comment, into a post, you could do that too, but make a post about it. Be like, hey guys, I'm gonna make YouTube shorts answering your questions, like what are something you're struggling with, and you can also do that as well and turn that into like YouTube content or TikTok content. That's another thing I do all the time too, which has been very helpful as well. So those are 2 things we learned as well. Something else I learned, even though I wasn't able to do it, was strike while the iron is hot. So if you have a tweet goes viral, try to go live and capitalize on it. So if it's going viral like the day before and it's starting to ramp up and you see it ramping up, go live the next day. Even if you didn't have the stream scheduled, just send it, because you got to strike while the iron's hot if you're able to, right? If you don't have other responsibilities or like your schedule is open. So these are 3 things we already learned from our analytics so far, okay? Hello. I want to say hi. Stayed up too late. I'm going to bed. No problem. I hope you sleep well. Rick, Joan, welcome in. How are you doing? So good to see you. Cauliflower, how's it going? I'm back again. Welcome back, Chris. Had to switch rooms. Okay, cool. AKA I switched to rebates to room to hang out. Nice. Well, welcome back. We're happy to have you here. All right, guys, everybody get a sip of water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Okay, so those are our first 3 things that we learned from the analytics. I'm going to add this, even though we didn't look at my example yet. Rebecca added to the conversation. Anything can go viral. This is literally straight up, guys. Anything can go viral. What do we look at? Rebecca's, whoops, hold on. I just turned into regular 𝐒𝐿. Hold up. I'm back. Thanks for whoever threw that pie at me. What the heck? So Rebecca's Captain Crunch tweet. Wait, Rebecca, did you make this tweet? And I have another example I'm going to show you guys. Anything can go viral. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, guys, I literally am like, this is so dumb. And I also didn't capitalize on this, even though I could have, guys. Okay, this tweet, literally, I think this tweet went almost like it had more engagement, but didn't get as much views as the Twitch partner video. Oh yeah, which by the way, guys, I was gonna say, the Twitch partner video, then also that brought a bunch of people to my Twitch partner video. So let me just look. We're going to go to analytics on YouTube really quick and just take a little look here. So we're going to look at that video's analytics specifically. I'll show you guys. Okay, so let's go to content and we're going to look at videos and we're going to go to, hold on, let me go to content this way. Actually, it's going to be easier. And then I'll open this. Okay, so this video right here, did it pretty good. It's almost at 3K views, 41 subscribers. Yo, $5 in revenue. Poggers were rich. Let's go. We're going to go to reach. And we can see a lot of people found this video through browse features, but look, 17.7% found through external and 11.2% direct or unknown, which usually means like somebody sent the video to another person, potentially Discord. So a lot of people found YouTube. I don't know if this is a weird glitch on Twitter. I think it was the YouTube link people clicked on Twitter, and then people might have gotten to the video through X2. I don't know exactly how they break this up. But it's just cool because you can see like, oh, X actually did help push this video a little bit. So that's another thing is like you're trying to get people to go through your content funnel. Like it's like, okay, they're on Twitter, they're on your YouTube. Oh my God, they're on your YouTube, they subscribed. Oh my God, I'm live on YouTube. Now they get their live stream on their feed and they're going to come watch my live stream, okay? So that's exactly the whole goal of this whole point, and that's why we're using Twitter, and that's how it's going to help you grow on Twitch, right? Is it's a funnel and you start bringing people through and wanting to check it out. Okay, so anything can go viral. That's our next rule. I don't give a fuck if you think you have something good to say or not, okay? Post your post. Like anything can go viral. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 said they made a tweet about Captain Crunch and it went viral. Like what? Okay, or somebody else did. I don't know if it was 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸, but somebody made a tweet about Captain Crunch and it went viral. That's Pog. I made a tweet about being addicted to Palworld, guys. I just needed something to tweet this day. This wasn't even planned. This was off the rails. I didn't think this was gonna do good. All I said was I'm addicted to Palworld. This is the first time I'm playing it, and it's actually so good. And it was like a sentence. This took 1 second of my time. So many people came in here and liked it, and I got so many comments. Okay. What did I fail to do again on this tweet? I failed to capitalize, guys. I should have been streaming Palworld because then people would have saw I was live and it probably would have led to more people converting to following, right? Oh, and also the other tweet I showed you guys first, when that tweet went viral, yeah, I think I got like 50 new followers on Twitch just because of that tweet. People were following me and I wasn't even live, okay? So that comes back to you can grow through other platforms. It's not always that you're going to be live to grow. So a bunch of people came through that tweet. And here's another random ass tweet that just like did super well. Okay, and these tweets, okay, they look pretty successful, but I have tweets that flop all the time. We got like 10 hearts. We got 6 hearts on this short. Didn't do that good. Got 5 hearts on this. Okay, great. That's the game, guys. That's the game. That's what we do. Who cares? They didn't do that well. That's fine. Let's go. We're out here. We're trying to grow. We're trying to build a community. We're trying to leave impact in the world. Like, fuck it, bro. But okay, the tweet doesn't do good. Whatever. Move on. We find a random Palworld tweet that gets 690 likes. Let's fucking go, okay? We love that. Also, welcome in, Cody. How are you doing? Good to see you. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 said I literally made a tweet about struggling with a model and it went viral. I wasn't even executing it or excited. I'm not sure if you're saying exciting or executing it, but yeah, no, exactly. So there's another example, and that's another good one. So we're gonna add this. I'm gonna say Palworld tweet. It was relatable, okay? And we'll add 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 Hyacinth, is your name the character from Bridgerton, by the way? Because there's a character named Hyacinth in Bridgerton, so I'm just wondering if it comes from it. I'm just curious because that's the only other place I've heard the name before. It's a beautiful name. So Hyacinth said, made a post. You had a viral post about struggling with a model. Very relatable. People's lives are not perfect. People love to have relatable moments. And so this goes to show what we learned from this post. Whoops, hold on, I turned back again. What I learned from this post was in Hyacinth saying that is post about the journey. Post about the journey. You don't need to have a fully polished I did so amazing. And I'll show you guys another example. Let's look at another example of a tweet I made that did pretty good. that posted about the struggle and the journey. It wasn't just about the perfect outcome. So I don't know if you guys remember when this was going around. It was like trending for VTubers to post like how much they grew on Twitch, and everybody would be like, oh, I went from 0 average viewers and in 3 months I went to 70 average viewers. And I'm sure there was a lot of people that felt kind of scared and lonely and alienated, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm not doing that good, right? We're human beings. We compare ourselves. It happens. Yeah, I definitely, of course, we want to try to avoid comparing ourselves because everybody is beautifully unique and you have your own journey. But there's no doubt that people were feeling like scared about that. So I decided I want to post a relatable moment about this. I want to react and post a trending tweet, which I have this on here as well. What is going on that's trending and how can you contribute to that post? Okay, we'll talk more about that. But here we go. We're looking at this, and I posted the relatable journey. I had a peak. Okay, who's talking about this? Like, I had a peak where I had 50 average viewers, like 2021, 2022. That was what, 4 years ago. And then I died, guys. I burned out. Like, I was like, I can't do this. I wasn't streaming. 0 viewers. There's nothing. I completely stopped. I couldn't do it. And then I come back and I have 20 average viewers. So I wanted to tell a story from a new perspective. So that's another thing we're going to add to our notes. Please write this down, is add in your perspective. Add your perspective to the conversation. And that's kind of what Hyacinth did with the viral post about struggling with the model. Very relatable, and a lot of people probably had that. There's not only people posting their perfect models that look so good, oh my god, this looks so good, but also people posting like, dude, this fucking is hard, because it is, and a lot of people relate to that. So we're going to add this onto trending as well. You can add your perspective to the trending topics. Try to add a unique perspective, especially if you have one. You don't need to force it, but if you have one, do it. So naturally, I was like, dude, what about the people who have worked really hard and then they burned out and then they came back and they're trying? What about those people? So I wanted to add a unique perspective where I said, I've been streaming for 9 years. I had points where I stopped because of life circumstances, burnout, and just life. Content creation or any art form is not always a consistent upward growth. This is the perspective I wanted to add. I had a peak of 50 back in 2021 when I was doing it all. Then I burned out and stopped completely. Now I'm working toward it again, and that's okay. To start, stop. Start again, stop again. Start again, and keep going. I believe in you. I wanted to make this an inspirational new perspective post, and this one did pretty good. Again, better than my other tweets, right? 102, it was on a trend, and it was a unique perspective. So that's great. We learned something from that post. Say that again. Wait, what am I saying again? That's encouraging advice. I get really ramped up, so I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad, Snow. I'm so glad. I'm really glad it's feeling encouraging. How often do you make a dedicated post on Twitter? So what do you mean by dedicated post, Snow? Can you expand on that for me so I can understand a little bit more? Yeah. Good morning, 𝐑𝐞𝐬. Welcome in. We're doing a little bit of a Twitter, like VTuber, YouTuber growth marketing type workshop. Welcome in. We're talking about how to grow on Twitter. We're having a lot of fun right now. I'm very much enjoying this. I hope you guys are getting a ton of value out of it. Hope you guys are really enjoying it. Okay, cool. So we looked at a few viral tweets. Now, viral tweets aren't always happening, okay? They can be far and few in between, so don't beat yourself up if you're like, well, I haven't even had a tweet that happened like this yet. That's okay. Your time is coming, okay? Your time is coming. It will happen, but you have to show up, okay? Let's just look at this analogy. I don't know how many of you guys are into sports, but let's just think about this. You can't make a basket on the basketball court if you don't show up to practice. It's impossible. How are you going to make a basket if you're not on the court throwing the ball? So you have to be throwing the ball. And you could throw the ball and miss 100 times, but you can also, listen, it's not enough to just show up either. That's not always just enough when it comes to trying to grow. Let me back this up. You are enough as you are. You're beautiful as you are, okay? But if you're trying to grow and you're trying to apply yourself, we're talking about a different story here, okay? You're trying to I want to actively push and grow. It's different. So you also can't just show up to the basketball court and keep trying to throw the ball in and you're like, oh, I hope it lands. No, do some research outside of practicing, right? How are you supposed to position your legs? How much force are you supposed to use with your hand? Where are you going to position yourself on the court? How do you need to lean back into the shot? How do you do different types of shots? Maybe you're more of a layup person and you don't make 3-pointers, right? You can't shoot from super far back, but you can throw right when you're at the court. like right when you're at the basket. So you got to learn about your strengths and weaknesses, and you got to go study, and you got to do things outside of showing up to the court as well. Because some people will get into this mindset, well, if I just keep posting but nothing's happening, I just keep posting but like there's no movement. Well, are you studying and actually looking at what people are doing to get better outside of the court? So think about that as well. You have to have, one of the best ways to grow is not only action, but analytics and consistent effort of making changes and figuring out how to actually grow as well, and not just showing up only and just posting all the time. Don't get me wrong, that can help you, just showing up. If that's where you're at today, if you just need to show up, that's your first step. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. That's your first step, and you can slowly work in more studying and analytics. That's awesome. But what is your next step then? If you've been posting on Twitter for a while, maybe you need to do some studies, look at analytics, look at what's doing well for other people, look at trending posts, and start thinking about it a little differently. Okay, let me catch up with chat. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yes, Michael Jordan said that, right? Great quote. Exactly, Major Meanie. I posted shorts before on the weekly timeline, but Twitter is a little different where a post can just be text. Yeah, you could do both. So I do both. Snowfall, you want to mix up your strategy a little bit, and you do want to capitalize when things do well, but try a little bit of everything. But if you start hitting a niche and something is doing really well, like I said, milk that, and don't be afraid to do the same type of post back to back if it's doing well. Don't be afraid of that. But if things are not working that well, switch it up and try something new. Hope that helps. Yeah, I thought we were talking about weaving baskets on the basketball court. Weird. I was trying to use an analogy so people can understand, like, social media in like a sports context, I guess. Yeah, to showing up. Thank you. Big claps to showing up. Demon Queen, welcome in. Atu, hello. You're working, or you're listening at work in stealth mode? Amazing. I'm so glad you're here. I won't tell anybody. Okay. All right. So like I was saying, guys, posts don't always go viral. Like I said, look at all these. These are plenty of posts that just, like, I have a few that, like, okay, my stream schedules don't do jack shit. Okay, we got 3 likes on a stream schedule compared to our viral post here. It happens. It's fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. Keep going, keep showing up, and remember why you started. And that leaves me to another thing, which is you have to know your why. Okay, why are you here? Why are you doing this? You have to ground yourself, especially if you get in your head or you start comparing yourself and you get worried. Like, ground yourself. Ground yourself. This is number 1. And write down, I want everybody right now, if you don't have one, or if you're at work and you want to do it later, make a note in your phone to do it later. Write down why you are even VTubing or creating content. Why are you doing this? For me, I have several reasons. You can have one solid reason, you can have several. One, I love making people feel seen and heard. That's something that makes my day. If I can help somebody feel seen or heard or listened to or connected to, that's something that makes me really happy. I love making people laugh and smile. Even if it's one, even if it's, hold on, we got it changing. We're changing. Okay, we're back. Even if it's one person a day. If you made one person smile that day, bro, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, think about making another human being smile. That is like huge impact. Okay, that's another reason for me. I love making people smile. I want to push my dreams to their limit so that one day when I have a daughter or a son or any type of kid, honestly, any type of kid, whatever they decide to identify as, I want to be able to show them it is possible. So whenever I get seriously in a bad spot with content, I remind myself I'm doing this. So when my daughter looks into my eyes and she says, "Mom, how did you do it? Like, I want to go do this." I can say, "Listen, this is what I've experienced and this is how it's been for me, and I want to be able to support her." Okay? Think about how fucking grounding that is. If you're going through a really rough time about why am I doing this, that can literally save you from quitting. Okay? That is like so important. And for me, like, I want to leave behind a legacy. Thank you, Akuma. How's your day going? Yes, guys, hydrate. Everybody hydrate. I want to be remembered. And we're getting deep here, guys. I want to be remembered because human life, it doesn't exist forever. Your life doesn't go on forever as far as we know. Depends on your beliefs if there's an afterlife or not, right? I believe in an afterlife. I do. But our time on Earth, as far as we know and understand, is limited, right? I want to leave behind a legacy. I want to be remembered, and I want that to be able to stretch on for humans for a long time. I want people to be able to look back and say, damn, I want to create this because I saw this piece of content that Syafire made, and it makes me want to create something or do something cool. Like that's another one for me. So you could always be adding to this list, but if you ever feel down, I want you to go to this list and I want you to read this out loud to yourself. I want you to reflect on this, and I want you to reground yourself in your purpose about why you're even VTubing or why you're even creating content in the first place. He did. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm watching through Ludwig's video right now. I think I'm like 30, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes through. I've really felt inspired by his VOD. Like your stream schedule, that's important. Stream schedules are super important. Just keep forgetting to hit the like button. Oh, I like your stream. Oh, you're telling me you like my stream schedule? No problem, no problem. And people don't have a lot of reason to necessarily like one, right? It's not the most valuable post, so it's completely understandable. I appreciate that, Animaster. Thank you. Usually take a screenshot. See, that's cool. Those are the other things, guys. Animaster honestly brings up a good point. Animaster says, I like your stream schedule, but sometimes he forgets to hit the like button, but he takes a screenshot. You also don't know what people are doing. They might have seen it, but they just didn't hit the like button. Poggers. Okay? And he's screenshotting and saving it for later. That's awesome. There's also unknown metrics that you don't see like that could be happening, right? So that's really important as well. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Sometimes the analytics lie. Dude, sometimes I do believe the analytics lie a little bit. Knowing why you're doing this is important. You have to be grounded. You do. I want to say when I started VTubing, your tutorials helped out incredibly. Yay! I'm so glad. That makes me so happy. That's so cool. I guess that adds to another one of my things is like inspiring and helping people, which we kind of talked about. And then like helping people start careers and change their life. That's another one for me, because I've had a few people reach out and say like, you changed my life. I got to quit my job and now I'm doing like VTuber modeling full time, all because of your tutorials. They helped me get started. Dude, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? Think about the fact that you can have that impact on somebody's life. That's so cool. Like, forget about everything else. Forget about even if you got a tweet that got like 500 likes. If you changed one person's life, oh my God, like your work is done. You know what I mean? I mean, your work's not done, but like, that's so cool. My point is that that's already like insane. Like, that's so cool. Yeah, easier said than done. My kids don't want me giving them pointers for design for their schoolwork. Yeah, and some don't, right? It depends. Every kid is different too. So they might not want that feedback for sure. They were like, it's just homework, and they were correct. Yeah, not every kid is like that, right? So I'm sure you got to find the balance, and I'm not a parent, so I can't 100% say. I'm sure I'll have all my own challenges along the way as well. But it always sounds like you're doing your best, Animaster, to be the best parent that you can. I don't think this is something to be answered about or in this section, but how do you manage your stamina when working a day job and making content? That's always been my biggest issue. Dude, I feel that, rebecca. That's been me for the last like 3 years. And only recently did I kind of get back into it. Oh my God, that's such a good question. Sure, we absolutely will. I would love to answer that question. Make sure you guys get another drink of water. If you need to take a break right now, please do. Except you, Rebecca. I'm not letting you take a break because I'm going to answer your question. And then you can take a break after work. Okay, or afterwards. Hold on. Okay, so I think that's something I'm still figuring out, and that is like honest. That is honest right there. Like, that is actually so difficult to be able to face energy. That's where I'm at too, is like, how do you maximize your energy, and how can you do both? Like, is it possible to do both without burning yourself out? I don't even like, that is something I am definitely exploring. So I'll tell you, I'm still trying to understand it, but I'll give you like some advice that's helped me. So for one, Rebecca, something that I like to do that's helped me a lot is waking up early. And if you have this capability, if you have a full-time job, if you can wake up before your full-time job and dedicate the first even hour or like 30 minutes of your day. I try to do 2 hours. I don't know. It doesn't always work because I get really tired and I have a hard time waking up. That's like a whole other thing though, because I have sleep apnea. Anyways, figuring out and working through that. But if you can, at least on one day that week, get up like an hour earlier or 2 hours earlier, spend your most precious energy on the things you care about like most. So if you really care about like your passions and the things you're doing outside of work, try to dedicate your first and your highest bouts of energy to that. and maybe you're not a morning person. Maybe you're like, dog, I don't do this. I can't wake up in the morning. I feel like dead tired. Maybe you're a night owl. Maybe then if you're able to do it, you can stay up 1 hour extra later in the night if you thrive in the night, and then put that hour towards whatever you're working on, your content, your passion outside of it during that nighttime. And then in the morning, maybe you can sleep in an extra hour. It depends. I don't know your full situation, but consider that. So the first thing is for you, Rebecca, I'll say, like managing energy. I'll just write this down here so we have it. Managing energy is one. What is your ideal energy time? When is that in the day? And if you don't know, you can take something called an energy audit. Also, hold up, I switched back. Original Sawika taking over. Do an energy audit, and basically what that means is throughout the day, just like keep a notebook by you, Rebecca, and take rough energy audits. Like for me, I used to be better in the morning. I've been struggling at the morning, and I have a little bit more energy at night now. It might change. Like on the certain weekdays, you might have different fluctuations. Certain weekends, you might have like a different energy. Do an energy audit. Figure out when do I feel most awake and most energized? If it's possible to work that into your passions, do that. And if there's times where you're most tired, try to work an exercise into that if you can. Like I work from home, so I do have some of that flexibility. My energy dips the most around like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Like I'm like a zombie. It's like whatever I needed to get done for work is that is my struggle period. So I will usually go for a walk because that will give me energy back, or I'll go like do like a little bit of stretches or something to like get my energy moving. So I know that my lowest time is like 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I know that normally my highest time is either the morning and sometimes at night, like on the weekends, but mostly I try to do it things like first thing in the morning. So do an energy audit and figure that out. And then also what I want you to try is start small. I know like as creatives, especially, we can get super like in our head about, oh my God, I have this dream project, or I'm going to work on this comic. I'm going to start a Kickstarter, and I'm going to freaking, does this sound like any, I'm going to work on this comic. I'm going to start a Kickstarter, and oh my God, we got to start a Discord now separate. Oh my God, we got to start a social media account to freaking promote the comic. Whoa, like cool. Let's write all that down. Poggers, those are really awesome ideas. Let's write that all down and stash that away. So the ideas aren't gone. You still have them. You can work towards them. But let's start small. Start with break it down into the very first step. Start small. Step number one. What is the first thing you need to do for whatever project you're working on? If it's a webcomic, maybe the first thing you need to do is write out a rough script for what your character is going to say. You're not even at drawing yet, okay? That's number one. Now you figured out. So first, ideally, you found your ideal energy time. You did an energy audit. Now you can choose that very first thing you need to do. If it's a webcomic, we're just going to say you're like, okay, writing the script. And now you're going to say your best energy is Sunday mornings. There I go again. Sawika taking over. Sunday mornings, 8 a.m., you set the schedule. I'm going to write a script for an hour. And then if you're super tired, fuck it. You can rest the rest of the day and go binge watch shows. Awesome. But you made 1 hour towards your dream. That's better than nothing. And that's another rule too that I like to live by. Mindset is something is better than nothing. If you suck at exercise, but you want to get better at like walking, you can literally like, I don't even care if you walk outside of your house and walk back in, guys. You can open the door, take 2 steps, and be like, nah, I'm not going on a walk today. Fuck this, man. And you go back in. I don't care, bro. You tried. Like, that counts for something. But you can do, like, I'm going to walk to the mailbox. Maybe you have a mailbox right in front of you. Walk to the mailbox and back. That's something. Okay? Remind yourself. If you're not feeling good that day, but you still want to hit a goal, like you want to go for a really small walk, but you're like, dog, I feel exhausted today. Literally walk half the block. Literally walk outside to your mailbox and walk back. Do something small. And not only is this about doing something small, but this is also about building discipline, okay? You're building discipline and keeping promises to yourself, which helps you build self-trust, which I think a lot of us struggle with as creatives, is building self-trust. Because if you keep backing out on your own promises, you're not going to trust yourself to do any of these tasks. You're not even going to be able to write your script or create a piece of content because you don't trust yourself. So try to build little bits of self-trust as well. I feel like that's very important. BIRL. Welcome in, Fury. No breaks for me. No breaks for Bravaka. That's right. The energy management scares me every day. Same here. I'm still in the middle of navigating this. And like some days are just a total dookie, man. Some days are just a bomb. Like you just can't get anything done, but you can still get back up on your toes. You know, it's not, if you mess up once, it's not the end of the world. You can try again and you can try to approach it and like build custom things for yourself too. Everybody is super different. You have to understand your own energy and live within your own mind and your own body and understand and try to build that positive mindset around it. We all have this really deep self-talk and self-criticism, and it's so easy to like beat ourselves up. But the first steps really are starting to slowly build that self-trust and trying to be your own bestie. And that's not easy. Like we are our own worst critics. But if you can be your own bestie and give yourself even a little support, that's helpful. Another thing you can do too is I like for managing energy, like building compromise. I spell compromise like that. So like I said, if you're feeling super tired that day and you're like, oh my God, something came up at work and I just like, it was so hard in it. I planned on working on this thing today, but I just feel so exhausted. Build a compromise. Be like, okay, maybe you're like, it's not gonna work today, like, but on Saturday I will absolutely like, no, you have to set your own boundaries and be responsible for your own boundaries, right? I talked about this before, like be responsible for your own boundaries. So you can make that compromise, but then stick to it, right? And it's fine but have that conversation with yourself so you can build that self-trust. Don't not address it in your own mind, okay? When you have your own like your own dialogue going on, be like, okay, I feel really tired today. This extra thing came up at work. I don't really know if I have energy to start writing my script for my webcomic. But maybe I'll get some extra rest today. I'll take a little nap or I'll recharge playing a game or however you recharge, depends on you. And then on Saturday, I'll spend 30 minutes in the morning and I'll start the script. And then keep that promise to yourself. So you can make compromise. That's totally fine. We're all adults here. Like, you can absolutely do that, but build compromise, or at least give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to build that compromise, and don't just be like, oh, I didn't hit it today. That sucks, whatever. Oh my God, can't believe I did it again. I'm a fucking failure. Like, don't say that or do that to yourself. Build compromise. Have a conversation with yourself like your own best friend. You don't want to beat yourself up. You want to treat yourself with that love and that respect. And this is really hard to do, guys. Like so many of us struggle with this. I struggle with this every day. It's a work in progress, but it's something to be mindful of. So I think these are probably the things that I've started with the most. And I think the things I'm working on now, Rebecca, is like exercise, because exercise is a really good way to give yourself back energy. And then meditation, in like creating specifically like breaks and rest time. You need to plan in breaks, and I'm horrible at this. I am horrible at this. These are like my two, if we're talking about like final bosses in a video game, these are my two right now that I am totally like struggling with and trying to work more towards. But hey, I got in 2 yoga sessions last week, and that was better than I did last month, okay? So you gotta appreciate your small wins as well, even if it's not perfect. And I got 1 meditation in last week, I believe. So that was a little bit. It wasn't perfect. But those are like my 2 final bosses, because for me, I think if I can get exercise and meditation and breaks like regularly into the rest of this, then I think my energy is going to feel a lot more positive and a lot better to be able to work on stuff. Oh yeah, and then one other thing I wanted to add too is it's called Deep Work. There's also a book called Deep Work. I haven't read it, but one of my friends read it and they said it's incredible. Deep Work, we live in a world of crazy distractions, okay? Like you can literally do so much just from your phone. It is so easy, especially if you work from home or you have a PC. You can pull up a tab and go down a rabbit hole looking up like Hatsune Miku figures at any point, okay? Like it's insane. It's so difficult to focus. So be mindful that things are always trying to take your energy, and be mindful of where you put that energy. In Deep Work, I do this at work, like my full-time job too. I try to. I'm not perfect at it. But whenever I do this, I feel so good about it. And then this is another thing, Rebecca, that can like mentally go into it, is you'll feel positive mentally about how you performed at like work that day. Like maybe you're like, oh, I really got in 2 hours of good work. So then you feel good about pursuing your passions and taking a break later. If you get deep work in, you're going to feel less guilty, and you're going to feel more connected to your breaks and more connected to your passions and your work. And what deep work is no distractions. I challenge everybody to try this sometime this week if you can. 1 to 2 hours, no distractions. Just focus on one task. This can be a full-time work. This can be your passion. Maybe you're writing that script for your webcomic. Deep work. No distractions. Just focus on one task. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to feel amazing after this because you feel productive. You feel like you built a good relationship with yourself. You feel connected to the work and you feel like you got stuff done. It's really, really important because we live in a world where you can open your phone and scroll TikTok for an hour without even wanting to have done that. Everything's competing for your attention. So deep work is incredibly important, and that will help you, like I said, feel less guilty. Because say you were work from home and you're like, oh, I was doing this and that, I was over here and then you didn't really get that much done at work, then you might struggle to work on your passions or take a break outside of work because maybe you're beating yourself up mentally about like, oh, I didn't really do that good at work today, this or that. So you want to like minimize those problems happening, and that's one of the ways. Deep work is one of the ways I found to combat like guilt about how well I was doing at work, or really focusing when I'm feeling like extra distracted that day, or I notice, oh, I quote unquote worked on my script today, but actually I spent 30 minutes on Discord, 3 minutes scrolling on TikTok. By the way, if you only spend 3 minutes, congratulations, you're an expert at not getting hooked into the algorithm. And I spent like, and then how much did you actually spend working on your passion? Like 5 minutes maybe, or like 10 minutes maybe of distracted work. So that's the other thing you really need, because if you don't have deep work and you're really distracted, the 30 minutes doesn't seem like a lot of time, but if you're only focusing on the thing you wanted to do for 30 minutes, it's a lot of time. But it's not going to feel like a lot of time if you have like 100 other things distracting you, because you really didn't get much work done then. So I feel like this is I went in deeper than I thought I was going to, but hopefully this was helpful for anybody wondering about managing energy. Those, like I said, I'm still working through, but those are some things I've found to be helpful for me, working on it every day. Not perfect, and I mess up all the time, but that's okay, because life is a journey. It's not linear. There are always going to be ups and downs, doing better at this, doing worse at that, etc. Hi, Gravity. How are you doing? Step 1, wake up. It is sometimes. Scope creep is real. Hi, Captain Krabs. Welcome in. Same. I still need an after lunch nap, and some people do too. That's chill. Love naps. If you need to take one and that recharges you, that's epic. I watched your live for 100 minutes. Thank you, military. I appreciate it. Also, welcome in, Gravity. Don't forget there's also entertainment hobbies in the way, not just work and streaming. Exactly. And doing things outside of work is very important. Yep, Ludwig talked about that a ton in his video, and I'm really glad that he did, because I don't feel like enough people talk about that. Hustle culture is like really toxic sometimes, and people are like obsessed with telling you to optimize everything, okay? It's like optimize your time. You have to be doing something productive at all times. No, you need to make time to go to that random cute coffee shop you've been wanting to go to forever, your local coffee shop, to go on a date with your partner if you have one, to go walk your dog if you have one, and spend some quality time with your pet. You need to do these things, and I'm so glad he talked about this, because, dude, not enough people talk about how important that is. It's just like, grind, hustle culture, get in there to show up or you're a fucking loser. Right? It's like, I'm like, dog, what are we doing, bro? Like, that is so unhealthy. So, and I used to be that way, actually. I used to be that way, but I've had a lot of run-ins with my mental health over the past few days, and I've really understood this other half of it, which I didn't really get, because I didn't really struggle with mental health a lot in my teens. Actually, I felt like I was kind of that hustle culture, unstoppable. I didn't really care. I didn't really understand like anxiety or depression, but then in my early 20s, I faced a lot of it. So I think that really changed me in my mindset about this. For sure. Yeah, gotta go now. No problem. Yeah, no problem, Hyacinth. I try to set a high energy goal and a low energy goal so I can manage my own expectations. That is so cool. I love that. I'm gonna add that to our list. Okay. Major Meanie says high energy and low energy goals. That's cool. I haven't heard of that before. That's an awesome piece of advice. Dumb question. Why is your avatar glitching? Is she glitching? Oh, because I was typing numbers, and when I click number 9, it's the hotkey to change it back to this version. So that's why that keeps happening. My best friend is friend on the planet totes this book. Yes. Oh, totes this. Wait, which book? I'll say I do set timers for when I take a break from work, which is huge. Keep that up. Yeah, I usually try to make my break not phone related, which is awesome. That's huge too, Rebecca, thank you for the posture check. I like to sit on the bench out back. It's very peaceful out there. That's perfect. And you know that like nature recharges you. That is awesome. Like that, knowing that about yourself, keep using that and see how you can implement that more. So hopefully this helped a little bit with the energy management stuff. And thank you guys so much for listening. What if someone can't do live cam stream or unable to get VTuber model to stream? That's has kind of kept me from streaming. So Gravity, there are like free resources. Like you can find some pick crew. Like I don't know if you used pick crew before. You can make pick crews that you're able to use commercially. You just got to make sure the rights are right. So if you want to whip together a quick like VTuber model, you could try to use pick crew. You could also start streaming no VTuber model, no nothing, and you can just see if it's for you. You can start with nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need to figure out and learn and see if it's even something for you. Welcome in, Marcus. I'm good. How are you? Okay, so what we're probably gonna do, guys, this is actually cool because I feel like we can turn a lot of this into like an extra video idea. So thank you, Rebecca, for the fantastic question. I really appreciate it. You can probably turn that off, hotkey and VTSRQ, so it doesn't keep happening. That's a great idea. I don't remember. I think if everything is tied to the hotkey being turned on, but I will check that as well. I should make a notes on that. Let me put check hotkey. And what it was the thing you said it spout. Oh yeah, spout for VTube Studio. Oops. Spout for VTube Studio. Okay. Cool. I'll have that here. Perfect. I can stick around. I hope you have a wonderful stream. No problem. I love what you do for the community and you inspire so many. Thank you, Akuma. That's so nice of you. It's great to have you here. Have a great rest of your day. You started the week nice. You have any fun week plans? I have a PS5. I don't think I can do a model. Oh, maybe look up how to stream on a console. Maybe try to check out some YouTube videos because I'm not super experienced streaming from a console. I've done like video capture like from my PC before. Okay guys, so we looked at a lot of our analytics. I was going to talk about trending and goats today as well, which Ludwig talked about in his video. So I'm going to very briefly cover these since I'll have to go in like 40-ish minutes and I want to make sure we actually make posts today. So for goats, he talked about writing down like the people you look up to. You can do this on every platform. So on X, like find people whose account you love and put a twist on an idea they did. Put a twist or take notes on what they did that did well. Okay? So we'll just do that for now. I'll keep these sections relatively light. And then for trending, you can look at what's happening over here. Can be a dark place, so make sure you're in the right place mentally before looking at trending. But normally whatever you follow, it will show like the top things on like what your algorithm is currently interested in. I don't know, like this one is a little like weird right now, but sometimes I'll have like VTuber, like right here you can see it says VTubers share playful avatar versus real life photos. This has been a trend that's been going on for a while. Oh my god, sorry guys, I don't know why people are going crazy. Oh my god, maybe be careful with what you share on the internet is what I'll say. But normally people will do these like side-by-side shots, which I did this one where they'll show like their real self and then they'll show like their VTuber. I did a version of this as well because I think this was trending for a while and for some reason it keeps coming back. Some people have done really crazy ones. Obviously, be careful with what you put out on the internet because what you post is there forever. So, just choose wisely with what you're going to be posting. But yeah, I think for mine, I did a while back one. Let me see. Where is it? Bro, is it really this far back? Dang. Okay, see, I've been posting. I've been on it. But yeah, I did one. Oh, here it is. Here's my side by side. So people did this. So look at trending and like see if you can contribute. But again, don't do something crazy or that you're going to regret or that's going to like, some people will do a lot for the views, but evaluate and assess what your values are and what you want to share on the internet, etc. and what is going to be right for you. So for me, wholesome, cute photo. Next to my VTuber, worked out great. Didn't do like insane, but it still did fine. Like 33 likes, that's better than like my smaller posts. So that's cool. So yeah, you can check out trending and see if there's a way that you could add to the conversation. But again, in the VTuber sphere, it can be a little toxic sometimes. So just be careful with that and definitely create space for you to clear your mind and reconnect to yourself and not get too wrapped up in that because it can get really, really crazy. I will be willing to bet it's trending because people wanted to re-recognize IRL at 𝐂𝐻𝐾𝐬. Yes, and it will be connected to real life events that are going on. And that's another thing with trending is like what events are going on. Like what events are going on. Or what just happened. That you can talk about. Which 𝐂𝐻𝐾𝐬 is huge. It's a VTuber expo for those who don't know. So exactly. That's a great point, Rebecca. Hello, welcome in, Harlos. How are you doing? Day's going well, Captain Krabs. How are you? Hello. Hello, hello. We're just talking about how to grow as a creator on X, Twitter, etc. Okay, so we'll keep it there. We're not going to dive too deeply into the goats or trending section so we can get to post making. So we analyzed a little bit of our posts. So if you haven't analyzed your posts, make sure you do so. Even if something has like 20 more likes, but it's not huge, that's still a good sign that people resonated potentially more with that post. So you can definitely utilize that. But if you're also a new account, you don't want to get too wrapped up in your analytics. Look at what other people are doing and try to capitalize on that. And then interact with 10 posts I really like, following 3 new people. So we got like 40-ish minutes, guys, to do this. So we're going to do this together. If you have an X account, I want you to take action with me right now. Right now, today, we're going to work on it, okay? So let's start super easy. You can schedule posts on Twitter. So this is another good way to manage your energy is scheduling posts. So you don't have to be on social every day doing that, okay? So we're going to do a post. We're going to look back at what was successful for me. And we're going to... Actually, what I want to do, because it first came to mind, you can write down a list of ideas. I really liked Ludwig's video, so I want to talk about it, right? It's trendy. It's something that just happened. And it's something we're talking about and I've been thinking about. So I'm just going to do a straight text post. Let's make it easy, guys. Text post. Think about maybe talking about something that's trendy that happened recently. If you've been like browsing the internet, you can say anything. I don't mind what you say here. I'm going to comment. I looked at my analytics. Educational, making people feel seen and heard, relatable. That's the route I'm taking. So I'm taking that value add and we're going to turn it into a text tweet. So I'm going to talk about my experience. I recently watched Ludwig's Twitch growth video. I don't know if that G is supposed to be capitalized. Okay. Well, I recently watched Ludwig's Twitch growth video and it hit super hard. I'm going to talk about what I appreciated. I really appreciate that he talked about the importance of taking breaks and doing things outside of streaming. I think hustle culture, I'm just like phrasing this out like I'm making it more digestible. So the reason I'm adding a paragraph break is to make it more digestible, because you don't want just a one long paragraph because that's going to be hard for people to read. So try to like break it up naturally as much as you can. So like I'm just putting a space there because it's a natural break in thought. So I think hustle culture can push people to destroying their mental and physical health. And I have premium again, so I can type a little bit longer. I probably will make this a longer post. You might have to keep yours limited. I think hustle culture can push people to destroying. Also, if you guys want to take my idea, do not be afraid to. If you want to talk about Ludwig's video, please do. There's no like idea stealing here in this moment. Like this is a thing that happened. We can all talk about it, right? Okay, I think hustle culture can push people to destroy their mental and physical health if they aren't careful. Breaks and time outside of streaming is some of the most valuable time you can spend. And I can even turn this a little bit into like a gratitude post. Valuable time you can spend. Thank you, Ludwig. And you could do like thank you posts too. That's another cool thing, Ludwig. Thank you, Ludwig. I'll put a little like heart emoji. Emojis are cool too because they can get like people to stop and it makes your post like look a little bit more like pretty sometimes. So I used to watch his Twitch growth video and it hit super hard. I'll maybe throw an emoji in there like hit super hard like the smiley sweat. I appreciate that he talked about the importance of taking breaks and doing things outside of streaming. I'll do like another heart maybe. We'll do like this heart. I think hustle culture can push people to destroy their mental and physical health if they aren't careful. Breaks and times outside of streaming is some of the most valuable time you can spend. Okay. Amazing. This is great. So yeah, another type of post you can do is you could shout out somebody who helped you. They might even follow you, which is cool. And then maybe they'll retweet your post at some point. Who knows? You never know what can happen. And that could be a great way that you eventually meet new people, make friends, get followers, etc. I'll be willing to bet it's trending because people, oh yeah, and then Mujin knows about VTuber toxicity. It is crazy, right? It can be really wild. So you have to be super careful on Twitter, no doubt. This is a great way to start the week. I'm so glad. That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying. Okay, guys, this is our first tweet. 1 of 7. Look at this. 1 of 7. How long did it take us? 5 minutes to write. Not even. We're going to go. I'm going to put this here. We got 1 of 7 to show the progress. And what we're going to do is you're going to click the schedule button. And then we're going to look at the date. I'll talk about posting times here. We're going to choose, actually we'll post it today because I don't have a tweet for today. Today's the 27th. We're going to post it. It's 8:26 a.m. my time. I'm going to do 9:03. So we're going to talk about 2 things here. Number 1, a lot of people get on Twitter when they wake up. 9 a.m. is a good time. Another good time for you to post is around lunchtime, people's lunch breaks. Everybody's in a different time zone, but just do your time zone. That's fine. You can do like 12:30, 11:30 around lunchtime. I've found 9 a.m. to be the best for me. Or it's like 6 p.m. People are off of work, eating dinner on their phones, hanging out. So you have to think of the user behavior. Like, what are people doing? Why are they on their phones? This can really help. So we have this luxury because we're scheduling our posts. So this is no problem for us. We can just choose 9 a.m. Amazing. We got that ready to go. And sometimes I'll do later posts. Another thing you could do is if you know you're going to be going live every other day at 7 p.m. MST, Mountain Time, just using mine as an example, you can post your tweet like 30 minutes before you go live. That's another good thing because if it does start to go viral, people might stop by your live and then they can talk to you directly and then you can build relationship with them, okay? So that's another good idea. You can, if you're not going to be streaming or if you just want to do your own thing on the Twitter algorithm, fine. If you're going to be streaming, consider putting it close to the stream time. So that's what we're doing time. Why did I choose 9:03? Why did I not just choose 9 o'clock? Because a lot of people are probably just choosing 9 o'clock. What happens if a lot of people are choosing 9 o'clock? You're going to get a huge wave and influx of people sending shit out at 9 o'clock, okay? But if you choose like an odd time that's a little after, like 9:03, you might be like one of the few people that posted at 9:03, so maybe yours will be up there a little bit longer. So I do this on all platforms. I will choose roughly the time, but then do a few minutes after, or do an awkward time, like 8:45, not exactly 9 on the dot. If like YouTube is like 8:45 or something, not 9 o'clock on the dot. So try that. I'm in MST. Yes, I am. Mountain Standard Time. Let's go. So yeah, you can do that. I highly recommend that. So I'm going to click confirm and check this out. We can click schedule. I think you can't schedule polls in advance. I have no idea why that's the case because polls are another cool way that you can use to grow. I have no idea why that's the case. Kind of dumb, but don't know what the issue is with that. Hi, Elf. How are you doing today? Elf, I love the Saya piece you worked on, by the way. Guys, let me show you this. This is another thing, too. If you hire artists or people do fan art, post their work. Ask them to post their work. If they didn't post it, retweet. Big shout out. Let me scroll up. Elf did a really beautiful piece of Saya right here. The stained glass piece. This is so pretty. Thank you for the art attack. I'm trying my darndest to get to your post. It's going great. We're just doing a little live workshop. We've been talking a ton about content creation, mental health, taking breaks. We're just talking about how to grow on Twitter. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if that just bursted people's eardrums. I accidentally hit play and that was so loud. Isn't it so beautiful? I love it. It fits perfectly with the magical girl. I see the bow, like the transition, the Sailor Moon reference. Oh my God, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so we got our first tweet. Now, how do you see your scheduled tweets? You go to post and then you can click this little schedule button here and then click scheduled post and you can see what was scheduled, okay? That's awesome. We got one post. We're going to post one for every day this week. Let's do our next post, guys. So we got a text post. Let me look back at what did well. Okay, so let me see. Advice post can really help. We did like a thank you post and like I was appreciating. Advice post. Let me see. We'll do. Let me see. Anything go viral? I'm gonna do another post actually about Ludwig's post for Tuesday. I'm going to capitalize on it. Strike while the iron's hot, okay? Because this is a timely thing. It's popular right now. I'm going to do July 28th. That's tomorrow. For me, we're going to choose 9:03 a.m. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so yeah, we'll just do 9:03. And we're going to do, I wanted to do, I'll talk about like taking action. Like I did it. This is how it's going. I took Ludwig's advice about streaming and turning, or I'll say about coming up with stream ideas and scheduling. I'll just say stream ideas and executing on them, and it has been so much fun. I think the streams, I just started today, but I've really enjoyed the stream. I think the streams are going really well, and people are enjoying them. Let me see. And then I can ask a question. So let's try to drive engagement here. So I talked about my experience, and I'm going to say, what is your next stream idea you want to try out? Would love to hear. And I could even talk about my stream ideas if I wanted. Obviously, you know, I might be a little nervous, but like, oh, I hope this person doesn't like take my idea, but also you can just like, abundance is everywhere and you can just like share it, right? It's like, hey, this is what I'm gonna try, but you might want to keep some ideas to yourself. Kind of depends on your strategy and like how open you want to be about it. But I'm gonna try to invite conversation because engagement's pretty huge. So if you can ask people questions and try to have them engage, that's really good. Would love to hear your thoughts. Could also like make a post about what people thought about the video. So here's a good one. We got another text post. What's your next stream idea? I'm gonna throw some emojis in here. I think streams are going well. Let's get a blue heart. And I'm gonna put like a comment bubble. Okay. And I think this is pretty good. I just am panicking that I'm spelling Ludwig wrong. Ludwig's, does it need to be an apostrophe? Yes, bro. Am I messing up my grammar? Let's just try that. It's a tweet, you know? This is gorgeous, right? So glad you like it. I just came back home and saw your streaming. Oh, well, welcome in. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. How is your weekend, Elf? RJ, I have not. I'll have to check it out on another day because we're having a pretty focused stream today and I don't have much time left. But if you remind me, I'll be doing, what am I doing on a Wednesday? I think Wednesday we're playing Fields of Mystery. I'd totally be down to check it out then if you remind me. I clean my room and bathroom whatever room it renews my creativity. Yeah, cleaning, clear space, clear mind can be huge for your creativity. I love that. I think that's a great piece of advice, especially if it works good for you. Make sure you not get in a fight on X or Twitter. That helps too to grow. But yeah, bad attention is attention, but it's bad for a reason, right? You don't want to create, that's a really good note, William. I like that. You don't want to create negative attention for sure, because bad attention, it is attention, but you don't want to be known for the wrong thing. Or something like that. Yeah, so I completely agree with you. Like, be careful with what you say, 100%. Like, you can have a perspective, but, like, be kind, be respectful about it, right? Yeah, I don't know why I typed here H-E-R-E. Sometimes my brain be tweaking like that. I hate that it's a 150 character limit unless it's change. I know, same here. I'm like, dog, why? And then the fact that you can't edit posts makes me mad, too. You can edit, like, within an hour if you have premium, but, like, still. I love the schedule feature. It's so useful for posting daily. Yes, especially daily content as an artist, especially since otherwise I forget to. Yeah, right? It really saves a lot of time. It's like huge for managing energy, time saving. Totally agree. Okay, guys, so we have this one. We're going to schedule that one out. We already have 2 done now. We have 2 posts ready to go. 2 scheduled posts. Another one that I like doing, I will do a quick example of this. So I'll show you guys. Here's one of my work accounts. Brand spanking new account. I just made this account like a month ago. I have 106 followers. Not much engagement. So if you're in this similar position, this might be helpful to you, okay? So I mostly post videos and they've done pretty like decently for an account this size, I will say. And they've helped me get followers as well. So something that I like doing that I found out, and a lot of VTubers do this, is posting memes, right? Like posting memes or behind the scenes. This is like a behind the scene one that I did. Here's another behind the scene one I did. Memes. Okay, this is like a VR meme. This account is for a VR audience specifically. So I put like running into somebody with the same avatar as you, like in VR chat. Okay, it's a small account. It's a new account, but it's relatable. People liked it, so that's awesome. We can do the same. A lot of VTubers will do memes or like make memes that are relevant, different things like that. So I like to do that. If you have VTuber art that you've commissioned or like simple little doodles, you can utilize that. So I'm just gonna switch back to my Syafire account. And we're gonna do, let's see. I have like these little doodles of Saya. So I'm gonna grab an image. Images tend to do pretty good too. Another thing, like art fights going on right now. So if you're an artist, yeah, post your art fight post. Try to tag the person if you can. There's another great idea for a post that you can do. It's timely. I could do an art fight post actually. I probably will. I think that's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that first before I do the meme one. I'll show you guys the meme one next. Let's do an art fight post because I'm talking to Elf right now. I was reminded of it. And it's timely, it's trendy, art fight's going on. It's only going on in July. Try to take advantage of that. If you're a VTuber artist, you can do that. So I'm going to do, if, you know, Pal World 1.0 just came out. Maybe you did something cool in Pal World. You can talk about Pal World, timely, trendy. Maybe that's, you want to say something like that. Like I said, my Pal World random ass tweet popped off of me just saying I'm addicted to this game, basically, which I did not expect at all. That was crazy to me. I was like, wow. Okay, so we're going to choose... Let me go desktop, and we're gonna get art fight, and we're gonna choose, did I have this one out yet? Let's see, art fight. No, I don't think I exported a PNG of it out yet, so let me, hold on guys, I'm gonna go to just chatting for a moment because I have debut stuff I need to make sure that I don't accidentally expose on stream, so I'm just gonna open my Photoshop without sharing my screen really quick to make sure I don't actually. Hi Jack, how's it going? Working and lurking, pop in and say hi. Hope you're having an awesome day. Oh, thank you. I hope you are too. Really appreciate the lurk. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm just exporting really quickly my art fight. I didn't finish it. I will do a colored version, but you can, as an artist too, you can post speed paints, you can post work in progress, you can post the finished post. There's so much you can do with that. And if you are an artist, like check out other artists that you really like, look at their account and see what they're posting, and that can give you an idea of what to post and what's doing well as well. So that's another, and that goes back to like looking at your goats like Ludwig has talked about. Thank you for the follow on Twitter. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Marcus. I'm so bad about that. I have so many sketches on whips I could post on Twitter and Blue Sky, but I never export them, right? Yeah, maybe you gotta choose like one day to just like go spam export everything. Alright guys, get a drink of water please. Everybody take some hydrate. Take some hydrate. I need to find the discipline and make my schedule for my weekends going to do groceries. Yes, go enjoy your grocery shopping, vibe out, get yourself a little snack, okay? Enjoy your day, have a really nice week, and thanks so much for hanging out, Anime Sir. It's so good to hear from you. You have a good one. Okay, so this is for Trey. I'm gonna say this is my first year joining Art Fight. And I don't know if Art Fight, does anybody know, is Art Fight like 2 words? We do Art Fight. Art Fight. And I have been loving it. I had the chance to draw a member in my community's adorable character, Yoko. Oh, art fight, 1 word. Thank you. Thank you, Elf. Appreciate you. I get distracted easily too. Right, Acidic? Also, welcome in. Or actually, wait, did I see you earlier? I'm trying. No, I don't think I'd seen you yet today. I'm merging yesterday night's stream and today's stream. Oh, hold on. You guys aren't seeing. Let me check. Watching videos. Okay. Here we go. Let me move this over for, oops, that over so Tat can see it better. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm saying. This is my first year joining Art Fight. I've been loving it. I had a chance to draw a member. I'm gonna put a little break right there. Draw a member, adorable character Yoko. Communities, adorable character Yoko. To draw, instead of saying a member in my community, I'll put draw and then I'll add Trey. That is not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Let me get this out and then just add Trey. I don't know if Trey has, hold on, let me see. Let me open Art Fight. I don't know if Trey has, some people don't have it too, so you can just like add them even though they're not. Let me check. Tax. Trey's name. I don't know how to spell the back half off the top of my head. Trey Flea. Trey Flea. Trey Flea. Okay. Trey. I don't know if Trey has a Twitter, to be honest with you guys, which is fine. Sometimes you'll have people who won't. So we'll just do like, I'll just do a slash. We can do that. Slash Trey Fleas. S. Adorable character, Yoko. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like a little heart emoji. I do blue hearts to fit the Saya aesthetic because my color palette's blue. And then I'll do like a little art palette down here. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna schedule this post for Wednesday. Let's do Wednesday's the 29th. Wednesday the 29th at Wednesday I'm gonna be streaming. I'm not streaming Art Fight, but I could do a 6:03 p.m. because I'll be streaming at 7. So like I said, we can take advantage of the fact that I will be streaming. So let's do 6:03 p.m. Confirm that. And yeah. Yoko, I'm gonna do 𝐂𝐚𝐽𝐬. Let me make sure I get their character's name right too and just double check. Make sure I spell it right. Gotta respect the character. Yoko space Lyle. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And then that's good. Okay, so we can schedule that one out. Now we got 3 posts, guys. 3 posts done. All right. Art Fight. It's an event that takes place yearly in the month of July, and there's basically 3 teams. Well, normally there's 2, but this year is the 10th year anniversary, so they did 3. You join a team and basically you can draw art of people's OCs, their own characters, and then you get points for drawing their character. You like attack them. You send an attack, you drew their character, and then your team gets points. And then whoever has the most points wins. It's really cool. It's really good. I didn't hear about it till this year either. It's a really great thing for artists to be able to do. My name is 𝐒𝐻_Mike I'm not sure if I said your name right. Welcome in, E. How are you doing? Can I call you E for short? Welcome. How's your day going? Isn't it sick, Marcus? Always gotta check too, and then I close the tab, forget, and need to reopen it 4 times, right? 100%. Okay, so that's our 3rd post. We're gonna do a 4th post. We're gonna do the meme post for this. We're gonna open 𝐂𝐚𝐽𝐬. Okay, so I'm gonna open my, if you have little doodles, I recommend it. I'm gonna do a shout out to this artist, guys. So they're amazing. I've loved working with them. They are Rosa. This person's really, really cool. They do like these really cute little doodles, and I've been commissioning them. Here's an example right here of Angry Saya, and they're really affordable. They're a little bit more though for commercial use. I think I spend like $23-ish per emote, and they're cute little doodles. I can use them in videos. I can use them in Twitter posts. I can use them a lot of different places. I can use them for Discord announcements. I can use them as Discord stickers. So you get a lot of use out of being able to, 1, support an artist, which is amazing. 2, you can keep reusing this for so many things, including your X or Twitter posts. So I do that. So we're going to grab one of those. I have my folder. Let me just open this really quick. Official art folder. Where is it? No, it's in content creation, Saya fan art. And then we'll do where is it in? Oh no, it's in my official Saya art folder. Okay, and then memes. Okay, so I have a bunch of different ones. I haven't used all these yet. I'm gonna do, let me try this one. I'm gonna use this one, and then I'm just gonna do like a white background. You can have like a template you can just keep building as well once you start making these memes. So I'm just grabbing a little doodle of my character. And you can also, by the way, if you don't have doodles of your character like this, you can just take a screenshot of your VTuber doing some type of face expression and then use that. So you can just take a picture of your model. You don't necessarily need a new doodle like this. So this is just like one way of doing it. And let me do, okay, so plus, we're going to do, I use Impact as apparently like a very popular meme text font. You can download it. I'm using Photoshop. There is a free Photoshop like program called Photopea you can use online. So consider using Photopea. If you don't have Photoshop, you can use some type of like editing art program. Super easy, very intuitive. So what I'm doing is I just dropped my image in here. I made a white background by adding a new layer and then clicking Alt Backspace, which is like the bucket tool basically. It's just a hotkey to fill in the background white. And then I use the text tool. I click T and I drop my text in here, and then we're just gonna type something. And let me think. So she's like crying. Let me try to come up with an idea, like something that's relatable to VTuber culture. Cause I have a lot of my followers are like VTubers. I'm thinking of my audience are VTubers who are trying to grow. Let me think. Maybe like something cute that people can relate to is really simple. Like when someone compliments my avatar on stream, okay? Like random cute little idea. We can make this smaller. I'm just clicking Control T, making this smaller. I don't want this box to be like kind of awkward, so I'm just gonna click the type tool and go back in here. Click enter to get this on the next line, go back, get those right. I just want to make it look aesthetically pleasing. You know, we all wear like 800 hats as VTubers. You're like a graphic designer, an artist, everything. I followed on Instagram too. I love meeting creators, etc. on here. Nice, thank you, Marcus, so much for the support. I appreciate it. I'm cash register today. I hope cash register goes well. Good luck. 𝐸𝐸𝐸 is so good and it's free. Yeah, 𝐸𝐸𝐸 is another really good one. Thank you, Snowfall. Great recommendation. I like watching VTubers on Twitch. That's why I found you. Nice. Well, we're so happy to have you here. I love watching VTubers as well. VTubers are awesome. Very fun vibes. Okay, so when somebody compliments my avatar on stream, there we go. Look, we made a simple meme. That's good. We don't even need to do anything much more else. We can export this. I'm just gonna save it. Let me find a place to save it in my files here. We're gonna save it to content creation, and I'm just gonna I have a folder for X posts. I'm just gonna call this Saya meme 1. I mean, you can call it whatever. Try to have an organized system if you can. Not me. And then we'll do. Now I need to find it. Let me see if I can just drag and drop it. Oh wait, content creation, X posts. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it into the box. Okay. I don't even need to say anything else. It's just this image, guys. We're gonna go to schedule. And we have Wednesday. We're just doing Thursday. So let's do Thursday, the 30th. Okay, Thursday the 30th. I don't stream on Thursday, so I'll just do a 9 a.m. or ish post, 9:03, or sweet time, July 30th. Confirmed schedule. Look at that posts. Look at go to scheduled posts. We already have all these planned for the week. And you don't even have to go back to Twitter, although you should if people comment so you can interact and engage with them. But there you go. And then we'll do Thursday. We'll do one more. I was going to do 7, but we'll just do 5 because I want to hit some of the other notes today since I don't have much time left. So let's do interact with 10 posts I really like. We will do. I think we're at 5 now on scheduled posts. We'll do one more post. We're going to do let me think. Oh yeah, okay, so people do this a lot. Excuse me, and I really like these posts because I feel like they're helpful and it helps me meet new VTubers that I really like watching. So this is my template here. I'm just going to take a picture of me right now in VTube Studio doing this heart emoji, okay? Well, let me smile. Smile over the camera. Hold on, I don't want to be looking awkwardly here. Okay, we got the picture. I'm literally screenshotting it. I'm live in VTube Studio screenshotting. I just got this. The green screen. Here we go. And the green screen aesthetic I kind of like, but I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I pasted this and I'm using the magic wand tool. It's a tool for you to like delete the background. I'm going to turn the tolerance, which means like how much of it is it grabbing. And then I'm going to highlight this and then click delete on my keyboard. And we're just going to do the same with these. I'm just highlighting these, trying to get rid of them. Getting rid of the green screen. Some of this is hard because it's like in the little pieces here. Another tool you can use in Photoshop, there's a magic eraser tool. So I'm going to open this. Or no, go to eraser. And there's a magic eraser. And if you like zoom in, it will like get rid of the extra like garbage basically. I learned about this tool because of a member in the community. Big shout out Freytana. I appreciate you, Frey. Literally saving me on Photoshop multiple times. Didn't know this tool was a thing until Frey told me. Big shout out. You can just get in there with this magic eraser tool and like tap, erase stuff. Okay. And then let me get this too. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. It can be just pretty close. Okay. So we got this. I'm going to do like this. Okay. And then we're going to add, I'm going to put like VTubers. VTuber. Oh my god, I cannot spell. VTubers, drop your Twitch so I can follow you. I am looking for more VTubers to follow on Twitch. A lot of people do this one. It's a good one. I have a lot of VTubers in my audience as well. So, because I'm an educational VTuber content creator. So VTubers, drop your Twitch so I can follow you. Cute. Picture of my model. 2 seconds to make the text. Amazing. That's done. We can export this. Quick export. And I'm just going to put it as a second one. You're watching VTubers on Twitch. Oh yes, I read this. So true, right? Hi, Stuff. Welcome in. We're just doing a little Twitter workshop today for creators to grow. Welcome on in. Okay, so we're going to drop this in here. And there we go. VTubers drop. Oh my god, I butchered it. Ute Twitch. Ute Twitch. It'd be kind of funny. You can also purposefully spell things wrong to get people to say something about it. It's kind of like a bad way to get engagement, but you know, it's a strategy you can use. It is a marketing strategy where you purposefully like spell something wrong and people are like, what the fuck? And they like stop and they like double back and they spend time on your post. It is legit a strategy, but don't do it in a way that's going to like get you in trouble. It is. Yeah, it is. But you can purposefully do it. Just do it intentionally. Drop your Twitch so I can follow you. Okay, perfect. And I will export this again and we'll save it. Definitely proofread. There's a lot of times I've sent tweets out. I'm like, oh shoot, I messed that up. Okay, so we'll drop this in. And then we're going to schedule this one for Friday. This is perfect. And I stream on Friday. So then, the other cool thing is, because you can do VTubers I can follow. You can do VTubers I'll raid. Let me do, hold on. We're going to do, what is it? July, what's Friday? 31st. July 31st. And 9:03. No, 6 p.m. because I'm streaming later. So remember, we'll get a little bit before I stream, and then I can also potentially raid people that post on this post, and I can go raid them and support them. So I can go to this Twitter post before we end stream and go raid these new VTubers that I followed. That's Pog. Okay, so that's great. We'll have that ready for Friday, and we'll send that in. Schedule. Amazing. So we have that ready to go, and there's 5 posts. We are going to do 7, so if you're able to, try to get 7 in. I'm going to take a break from that because I have to go soon. So we'll try to hit these other ones. So here we go. You know, Ludwig talked about luck. I specifically like to follow VTubers. So I'm interested. You want to follow people you're interested. Are there VTubers here in the chat who I haven't followed yet? If that's true, please drop your Twitter link in the chat so I can follow you because I would love to follow you. Otherwise, we're going to look on the homepage. This is the next part of Twitter, guys. You want to go interact with posts and people you actually want to talk to because then they'll start to recognize your username. They might follow you. You might make friends with them on Twitter, etc. Okay, so that's great. So we're going to go look and find posts we like. Nanette is awesome. Love her content. She's an artist. She's a VTuber. I'm going to comment on this most likely. Let's see. Dear Sarah, you always have a special place in my heart. Thank you for wandering into my life and changing me forever. She wrote a little note. And she has a picture of her VTuber writing the note. That's fucking cute. There's a great idea for a post. You can write little letters to your community. Okay, I want to say this is so cute. Love the doodle. The doodle. Appreciate all the amazing artwork you do. Okay, that's great. It's meaningful. It's not just it's not just one emoji. I'm actually like leaving a comment about what I like. Okay, that's amazing. So we'll send that reply through. Big Pog. Man, blocking the word limit behind premium is so annoying. Isn't it, dude? I was like, why? I agree. It's super frustrating. Azura's pretty cool. Submissions end this Friday. Oh, they're doing 100 adorable, wait, let's see. Let me see what this is about. Submissions end this Friday. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Oh, rules are simple. Retweet. Let's be moods. Oh, are they doing 100 adorable Scarlets? Let's celebrate. Oh, with a giveaway. Winners gets a colored skeb of their OC. Okay, cool. We can do some retweets. Let's do show me your OC/VTuber. Retweet. Let's be moots. Moots. Okay, we're gonna retweet and then let me drop a picture of my VTuber. I have my VTuber character sheet on deck right here. Okay, this is perfect. Yay! Big congrats. So proud of you. Keep it going. Awesome artwork. Love the sketch and pose. Amazing. Okay, we got a retweet, we got a comment, we're gonna drop some art. People from my side might see my character sheet again. That's so cool. Look at this. Perfect place for me to go find the 3 VTubers I plan to follow today on this post. I'm literally obsessed with this person's character design. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love the lime aesthetic. I don't think I've seen like this color combo, the lime hair into the red. Okay, Lyman, super sick. I'm following this VTuber. They look awesome. I'm gonna comment on a few of their posts. Okay, we can get a few in here. I stream a Jaguar 𝐿𝐵𝐷𝐺. I'm not sure how to say that. PNG VTuber. I stream League of Legends, Valorant. Okay, they said what they do. I'm gonna give this a heart. I'm gonna leave a comment. Poggers, love your character design. Who's your main in League? We can bond over League of Legends. That's hype as hell. Okay, so we just leave that comment. This is super cute. I love the little like designs on the ears. Witness me. This chibi is so cute. Love the patterns on the ears. Ear design, so pretty. And then I'll get like a little green heart so I can match their aesthetic. And then we got to get a red heart so we can match their aesthetic, okay? Poggers. We just found a VTuber to follow and we got 2 more replies in. That's Poggers. Here's some more people on their posts. Thank you for this opportunity. Kind of cool. Not like my favorite design, so I'll just scroll and see if there's anything else that catches my eye. Okay, I think that I really liked the first one, the lime one. So we'll just go back to home and I'll keep exploring the timeline. Marshmallow Panda, amazing artist who does VTuber models. We love it. There's their comms info. Your work is beautiful. Love your rendering style. Or emoji. Whoops, style. Okay. Oh my god, I can't spell. Style. And then I'll leave a heart. Okay. And I guess, like, that's a good start. You can keep going. I recommend you find not only, like, big creators, too, but smaller creators that you can support. That's a note that I do recommend, if you can. I love her model, by the way. I'm gonna heart this. Join me on 7 p.m. Infinity Nikki. Overheating PC and GPU can handle the game. Oh, test? Okay, so it looks like they're able to. I'll say, like, I hope it goes well. Love Infinity Nikki. Enjoy the game and your stream. Okay, we're building relationships. That's really what it's about, and try to continue to support these people if you can, because you can build like a little Twitter community. Thank you for the hydrates, Whimsley. I hope you're doing great. Everybody else also please get some water. Yeah, so this is, you can keep going with this as long as you want. So basically guys, I didn't even start. We've been yapping for like an hour and a half. And I didn't even actually start creating my Twitter posts until 8:30. Okay, it's 8:58 a.m. right now. Guys, how long did that take me? 30 minutes to make 5 Twitter posts, and I followed just one VTuber to start. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm following Rashir. Let me see if I am. Yeah. I still need to follow a few more people. I should be following Winnie. If I'm not, that's crazy. Okay, let me see. We'll see if there's any more other people. Doha. Okay. I'm obsessed with learning more about rigging. I don't think I'm following this person. They're a live 2D modeler. Definitely someone I want to be following. So I will be following them, and I'm literally obsessed. I'm saving some of their posts as well, because I want to do some rigging, and I can like save these as references. So there's another person I just followed. I can go and leave more comments on their posts, but right now for time purposes, I'm just scrolling a little bit faster. So we didn't hit everything today, but that's a great start. Like, we just did so much. We got 5 posts done. We followed 2 new VTubers, and we left a few comments in 30 minutes. And that's amazing. And we'll see how those results go a little bit later. That's a great start. You spend 30 minutes of your day. You can spend 15 minutes. You can spend less. So I don't want to hear anybody saying you don't have any time, because you definitely have time if you make time. Although I do empathize with struggling with energy, mental health, like physical stuff. You need to take care of yourself 100%. Not saying don't do that, but I'm saying like carve out some time, right? It doesn't take that long to build yourself and to be able to grow a little bit. So you guys got this. Like, I hope that today's stream was super educational and inspiring for you. I'm really grateful to have you guys here. I had a lot of fun. And you can watch this VOD. I'm going to be turning this into a YouTube video as well. So if you want to find all this info condensed down a little bit more, you'll be able to. But I really appreciate you guys being here. This was fun. And we made a lot of progress. Thank you guys for all the good questions too. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's exactly my goal, Geekish. That's exactly my goal. That's so good to hear. Yeah, of course, Whimsley. I have a list. I schedule a couple expos. Let's go. Let's go. Can we get some hype in the chat for Major Meanie? I'm so proud of you. That was exactly today's goal. Yes. Okay, amazing. Guys, can we get some claps in the chat for Major Meanie? Major Meanie wrote a list, scheduled a couple expos. Thank you for being awesome, encouraging. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so proud of you. Oh, looking forward to connecting in Discord. Absolutely, Marcus. Thanks so much for the compliments. I really appreciate it. Big claps. Yeah. That's what this stream was about, taking action. And if you're at work and you just took some notes, that's awesome. Schedule some time when you're next able to, like 30 minutes of taking action on those notes and possibly doing some of what I showed you today, even if it's only a little bit. Even if you can only get 2 posts scheduled out this week and comment on 2 posts, okay? That's like, remember what we learned earlier. Some is better than none. I'd rather have you walk out to your mailbox rather than walk around the whole block if you don't have the energy to do that full exercise. Same thing goes for posting on social. I'd rather have you post 1 new post than nothing at all, because that's something. Remember, you have to show up to the basketball court to make a basket, okay? And you have to practice outside, be on the court, study, watch videos, do things to be able to get better and improve, to have a better chance at making the basket. But you also have to show up to make the basket and take shots. You can't grow without taking any shots and only listening to a bunch of advice. So make sure you take action as well and schedule some time for it. Thank you for sharing all this useful info. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. We're going to go find somebody to raid. Let me see who is on. And yeah, I'm just going to leave a little note here at the end because this is going to be a YouTube video. So I'll wrap this up with a little YouTube note. Okay. If you guys are interested in these kinds of live workshops, you can check me live out over on Twitch to be able to experience more of these. And my Twitch schedule is usually posted as well on YouTube as a premiere video. So check that out to figure out when I go live next and what kind of workshop it is. Okay, there we go. There's a good little like outro. And we'll stop recording that. That's perfect. And then let's do... We're going to go to Twitch and see whom we can raid. Mine, Momo. Oh my god, my voice, guys. Do you hear this? It's going out. Too much yapping today. Mine, Momo. We're going to raid Mine, Momo. They have like this cute little like kiwi cat. I'm literally obsessed. I don't know, but I love their avatar. I don't know if I'm following. I guess I'm following them already. But we will send the raid. We're going to get a raid message going too. You are shining bright is going to be our raid message, Gems. And if you have the heart emoji, you can use it. Otherwise, you... Hold on, don't use that. I messed it up. Okay. Here's the right one. This is our raid message. Get ready, raiders. Yes, let's go. Raid to Miney Momo. Eeny, meeny, miny, Momo. I love their name. What the heck? That's hilarious. You too, Stuff. No problem. No problem, guys. All right, let's send the raid. All right. I will see you guys. My next stream is going to be Wednesday nights. We're going to be playing some cozy gaming stream. We'll just chill after this workshop. We'll do some relaxing. We're going to play Fields of Mystery, 7 p.m. MST Wednesday night. I hope to see you guys there. Okay, bye. Good work today. I'm so proud of you. Go crush the rest of your day. You got this. Take a break, relax, stretch. You got it. Bye-bye.